Welcome to tonight's broadcast of Mingus Marauder Football. This year's Verde Valley TV presentation of Mingus Marauder Football is brought to you by Jones Ford Verde Valley. On Highway 260, visit Jones Ford, Arizona's best. Bedrock Landscaping, Materials and Supplies. Have it delivered or stop by their yard on Highway 89A in Cottonwood. Larry Green Chevrolet in Cottonwood. Find them online at larrygreenchevrolet.com and find out how easy it is to buy a new car at Larry Green Chevrolet, the people place. Mingus Marauder Football is brought to you in part by Gettles High Desert Mechanical. For all of your HVAC needs, don't settle, get Gettles. Salt River Materials Group, a premier employer and community supporter in the Verde Valley. Taylor Waste, clean, secure, and locally owned garbage and recycling services in the Verde Valley and in the Quad Cities. Mingus Marauder Football is brought to you by the Greater Verde Valley Chamber of Commerce, helping businesses grow today and create a stronger tomorrow. All Price Insurance, your local provider for personal and commercial insurance. Find them at 116 North Main Street in Cottonwood. Best by Far, heating and cooling. When you need the best, they're the best by far. Rock Zoo Screen Printing, business and sporting apparel and more. Visit them online at rockzoo.com. That's ROKZOO.com. Mingus Marauder Football is also brought to you by Tiffany Construction, building Arizona since 1925. Desert View Chiropractic. Send your athlete ready to grow and play with help from Desert View Chiropractic. Manhattan. They've got you covered with sports caps, sun hats, cowboy hats, and more. At Manhattan, they've got you covered. Mingus Marauder Football is also brought to you by D-Best Plumbing. Get it done right the first time. Call D-Best Plumbing. Yavapai College, supporting local athletes and scholars. Visit yc.edu and get started building your career today. Big Brand Tires on Highway 89A in Cottonwood and online at bigbrandtire.com. Now let's head to the field with your play-by-play announcer, Jackie Bessler.
Here to Bradshaw High School, home of the Bears. Jackie Bessler, Nick Yatsenko is along with me out here as we get ready for Grand Canyon Region play. First of, all of our Grand Canyon Region teams will have one break when we go to Maricopa, but other than that, it's Grand Canyon Region from here on out. It's 3 of 4 on the road. Mingus will not see home field advantage until we get to October, but what beautiful football weather we have.
Yeah, 70 degrees for kickoff, Jackie. Can't beat that. We are officially in that nice, cool, brisk football weather.
Oh, my goodness. And the rains last night, it just made everything nice and cool and wonderful. Mingus unfortunately lost to Yunker by a score of 42-6. Meanwhile, Bradshaw falls to 1-2 on the season, a 16-13 loss to Snowflake. We're going to tell you more about that when we return to Bradshaw after this.
For over 6 decades, Salt River Materials Group Phoenix Cement has proudly supported youth sports here in the Verde Valley. From baseball and softball to football and basketball, they empower young athletes to reach their full potential. Salt River Materials Group employees are actively involved, giving back to the community through coaching, mentoring, and volunteer efforts. With a strong commitment to environmental stewardship, they're helping to build a brighter Verde Valley. Visit srmaterials.com. Salt River Materials Group Phoenix Cement, building a stronger Verde Valley today and tomorrow.
For over 20 years, Rock Zoo Screen Printers has been the Verde Valley's choice for custom business and sporting apparel. Bring your ideas and logos to Rock Zoo Screen Printers and watch as your creations come to life. Choose from an extensive selection of items available for your company, team, or organization's logo. From t-shirts and hats, specialty items, and embroidered company attire, you can get started with a quote by calling 928-646-5734 or email dawn@rockzoo.com. That's ROKZOO.com.
Since 1925, Tiffany Construction has worked with developers and local and federal government to build, expand, and improve infrastructure, roads, drainage systems, and subdivisions. From concept to completion, the Tiffany Construction team provides a full complement of construction services and state-of-the-art delivery methods customized to fit your needs and budget. They're Arizona's longest tenured family-owned and operated civil contractor and proudly serving the Verde Valley since 1991. Tiffany Construction, knowledge and experience to bring your project to reality.
Yavapai College offers affordable, career-focused, fully accredited, and 100% online bachelor's degrees in business, nursing, computer science, and a first-of-its-kind 3-year Bachelor of Applied Science in Business. Whether you're starting fresh, advancing your career, or exploring a new passion, Yavapai College provides personalized support and real-world opportunities to help you succeed without the burden of overwhelming debt or the need to leave home. Learn more and enroll today at yc.edu.
I'm here for service and ready for battle.
No need. We're your neighborhood go-to for easy, fast, and friendly car care. Tires, brakes, oil, and free services like flat repair, alignment check, and brake inspection.
So no upselling, overpricing, or fake repairs.
Nope.
And I get all that free stuff.
Yep. So you don't really need all this.
Big Brand Tire and Service. Big on fast, big on friendly.
Back here at Bradshaw High School, home of the Bears. Here, the Mingus Marauders lost to Yunker by a score of 42-6. It was 16-6 at halftime, and looked like Mingus might actually be able to stick around in this one. But holy cow, 12 unanswered in quarter number 3, and it was at the end of quarter number 3, it was 34-6, and then it was 42-6 at the end of the game. And Yunker just kept their foot on the gas with constant blitzing, 7 and 8 blitzers at a time, almost consistently. I thought it was funny. Yunker put in 66 penalty yards on the game. I had him at 115, but, home field advantage, right?
It could have been more than 115. At least that's what I thought. But, yep, that's we're just reading off the stats.
They played a great defensive game against Mingus. Mingus really couldn't get anything offensively going.
Yeah, Jackie. And both teams like to pass the ball last week. Mingus had 23 passing attempts. Hunter Bejarano had 6 completions for 68 yards, 1 touchdown. Here's a great statistic. No interceptions.
Amen.
So from the young sophomore, he's cleaning it up a little bit. On the other side of the ball, Yunker had a great passing game. Garcia goes 13 for 28 for 213 yards. He had 3 touchdowns and 1 interception against the Marauders. So they definitely got it done through the air. Both teams had 1 turnover apiece to the other team, so that wasn't too bad. We're cleaning it up the further we get into the season here. And then how about this for the Marauders? They had 4 sacks last week. Yeah. So that's a great statistic there for them. Ethan Moore, Tristan Tim, Cameron Houseman, and Remington Stokes on the sacks.
As we take a look at the Mingus Marauders schedule, St. Mary's now is 3-0. They blanked Empire 48-0. They'll host 2-1 Mesquite. Estrella Foothills is 3-0. Now they slipped by Westview by a score of 19-14. They are at 1-2. North Canyon, the Rattlers. Yunker 3-0 beat Mingus 46-6, and they'll be on the road to winless Moon Valley next. In fact, their first 4 teams don't have a win so far this season. Not great for power points. Bradshaw drops to 1-2 with a 16-13 loss to Snowflake last week. They are hosting the Marauders here tonight. Prescott cruises to a 50-36 win over Northwest Christian. That sounds impressive. Now they'll take a 2-1 record on the road to Lee Williams to start Grand Canyon region play. Coconino, after 2 close losses, well, they stun Washington 41-0. Now we're going to get a real idea how good Mojave is, because they will host Mojave to start Grand Canyon region play. 5A Maricopa, well, they win versus Casa Grande 34-20. They are now 2-1. They'll face a 3-0 Flowing Wells team that's only given up 18 points this season. Woo! That one should be tough. Mojave coming up from 3A back to the Grand Canyon region. Welcome back to 4A. They are 3-0 now as they won a defensive battle 14-6 versus River Valley, and they will take on the Panthers. Flagstaff gets their first win of the year as they beat Tempe 48-12, and they will be on the road at Paradise Valley. And Lee Williams drops a close one to Lake Havasu 28-21. They're now 2-1. They open Grand Canyon play hosting Prescott here tonight. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll recap that Bradshaw Snowflake game when we return after this.
Whether you're doing new construction, a remodel, or just filling in the bare spots, there's only one place to go in the Verde Valley for the best in rock, sand, gravel, and boulders, Bedrock Landscape Materials and Supplies. They also stock flagstone, bagged Portland cement, Belgard pavers, Phoenix pavers, Acker stone, artificial turf, and now even rebar and culvert. Make them your one-stop shop, have it delivered, or stop by their yard on 89A in Cottonwood. Let Bedrock Landscape Materials and Supplies rock your world.
For over 25 years, Best by Far has been your trusted name in heating and cooling across the Verde Valley. Whether your heat pump's acting up or your mini split's making you miserable, we've got the fix. We service all makes and models, air conditioners, furnaces, heat pumps, and more. Need a replacement? We offer a variety of solutions from efficient upgrades to simple fixes. Now offering plumbing services too. Call Best by Far at 928-282-2250 or visit besthvacbyfar.com. That's far with 2 R's.
When you're looking for a plumber, no matter the job, call The Best Plumbing. From energy-saving tankless water heaters to whatever remodel project you have in mind, from the simple to the exotic. The Best Plumbing prides themselves on quality workmanship and efficiency for a fair price. If you want plumbing done right the first time, call The Best Plumbing at 928-567-8755 or find them online at d-bestplumbing.com.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Tandy, owners of Taylor Waste.
We are homegrown in the Verde Valley and nearly your last local choice.
We want to be your first choice for residential and small business garbage service.
Get a free month service when you make the switch to Taylor Waste.
And enjoy monthly service as low as $19 per month.
Visit TaylorWaste.com for more information.
Or to start service, call Taylor Waste at 649-2662.
Taylor Waste, service tailored to your needs.
The Greater Verde Valley Chamber of Commerce is proud to support the businesses, families, and future of our community. From job fairs and ribbon cuttings to free community events and networking opportunities, they're helping local businesses grow and creating meaningful connections that last. Because when the community thrives, our kids do too. Join the movement today at verdevalleychamber.org. Greater Verde Valley Chamber of Commerce, helping businesses grow today to create a stronger tomorrow. Go Marauders!
So much history and so much connection between these two squads. Of course, head coach Bob Young, former head coach of the Mingus Marauders for so many decades, is now here at Bradshaw. And recent addition, offensive coordinator Robert Ortiz, a former Mingus Marauder coach, now on the staff here at Bradshaw Mountain with the Bears. The Lobos and Bears matched up last week, and, Snowflake came back to win this one. It was 9-3 at halftime. Snowflake had a lead, a touchdown and a field goal, and Bradshaw had a field goal. Bradshaw adds a field goal in the third quarter, making it 9-6, and then in the fourth quarter, Bradshaw scores, gets the touchdown and the extra point, and makes it 13-9 at that particular point. Ben Snowflake put together a long drive, drove down the field, scores the touchdown, takes the lead 16-13. Coach Young tells me Bradshaw had another chance left in the game and unable to make it successful. So the Bears almost had a come-from-behind victory against a very tough Snowflake team. Coach Young said that Snowflake and Arcadia, two of their losses, probably two of the best teams in 4A. And if anybody knows quality teams, I'm Coach Young will. So interesting enough, Snowflake had 194 yards passing, only 59 yards rushing. Bradshaw took that rushing game away from Snowflake, and if you know Snowflake, they prefer to run the ball without a doubt. Snowflake had a couple of fumbles, but did not lose any. Had a couple of sacks against the Bradshaw Bears and 1 interception. Passing the ball, Michael Sanford for the Bradshaw Bears, 14-25, 105 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Not too absolutely horrible. But the real story, Kylan Jackson, a senior, wearing number 25, 23 carries, 145 yards, 6.3 yards per carry. They had 2 receivers that combined for 9 receptions overall and 85 overall yards. So lots going on there. And they have a kicking game. How about this? Their field goal and PAT kicker, Titus Womble, 1 for 1 in PAT attempts, but 2 field goals during the game, along with 33. So that could play a factor and a role in this one.
Yeah, that is impressive in the high school level to see field goals kicked. And Jackie, last time these two teams matched up last year, which is always a dogfight. I've been in this dogfight myself. The battle of the mountain, if you will.
Yep.
Mingus versus Bradshaw is always a good game. And last year the Bears got the better of us, 39-22. And I'll say this: the Marauders able to find a little bit of passing success last year. We were able to put 177 yards through the air, a couple of touchdowns, couple of interceptions. However, the rushing game under 100 yards wasn't too existent. And on the flip side of that, against us, Bradshaw Mountain had over 300 yards rushing, 336 yards on the ground, 5 touchdowns total rushing. So that's where all of their offense really came from last year. So the Marauders are going to want a chance tonight. They're going to have to stop that big rushing attack. Both teams had a couple of turnovers. Bradshaw Mountain had 2 turnovers. The Marauders had 3 turnovers.
Well, here comes the Bears out of their tunnel out here. Michael Sanford, 27-54, 320 yards on the season so far. 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, rushing the ball. Kylan Jackson, 58 carries, 457 yards in 3 games. This kid is on his way to a 1,000-yard season for sure. He's got 4 touchdowns. Jones has got 124 yards and 17 carries as well. 2 receivers over 100 yards. That would be Dabney and Taggart. They will be forces to be reckoned with out here today defensively. Lots of defensive players with a lot of tackles out here. Wilkowski as well as Gallas will be huge on the defensive side here. 1 interception so far this year by Venezuela. They've got a couple of fumble recoveries as well. And then we mentioned Womble will be a definite threat from the kicking game.
Yeah, and this Bradshaw team is fine-tuned already, Jackie.
Yeah.
They played good competition early in this season. First game against Arcadia, they lost a tough one there. We got a chance to talk to broadcaster Matt Showalter on the other side for Bradshaw, and Arcadia's good.
Yeah.
And that was his synopsis of that game. Arcadia is good. That's a playoff quality team. Bradshaw lost 37-8 to them. Then they went to Independence in Glendale and won that one 54-8. And then Snowflake, like you touched on earlier. That's another good quality team, a playoff-worthy team. And Bradshaw just fell to them 16-13. And obviously, region play starts tonight for the Bears, just like it does the Marauders here, which the Grand Canyon region is stiff competition as of the last few years. Their only non-region game comes October 17th. They play Buckeye here at Bradshaw Mountain High School.
Mingus looking for their first win starting Grand Canyon region play. Bradshaw looking for a little redemption from the Snowflake game. We're going to find out what happens when we come back after this.
For 4 generations, the Gettles name has been synonymous with heating and cooling ingenuity. Since 1987, Gettles High Desert Mechanical has established itself as the premier HVAC company in northern and central Arizona, having not only survived recent economic setbacks, but thrived and grown during those times. From sheet metal fabrication to equipment installation, and now comprehensive plumbing and drain services. From clogs to comfort, Gettles has you covered. Don't settle, get Gettles, and go Marauders.
For over 6 decades, Salt River Materials Group Phoenix Cement has proudly supported youth sports here in the Verde Valley. From baseball and softball to football and basketball, they empower young athletes to reach their full potential. Salt River Materials Group employees are actively involved, giving back to the community through coaching, mentoring, and volunteer efforts. With a strong commitment to environmental stewardship, they're helping to build a brighter Verde Valley. Visit srmaterials.com. Salt River Materials Group Phoenix Cement, building a stronger Verde Valley today and tomorrow.
For over 20 years, Roxu Screen Printers has been the Verde Valley's choice for custom business and sporting apparel. Bring your ideas and logos to Roxu Screen Printers and watch as your creations come to life. Choose from an extensive selection of items available for your company, team, or organization's logo. From t-shirts and hats, specialty items, and embroidered company attire, you can get started with a quote by calling 928-646-5734 or email dawn@rockzoo.com. That's ROKZOO.com.
Whether you're doing new construction, a remodel, or just filling in the bare spots, there's only one place to go in the Verde Valley for the best in rock, sand, gravel, and boulders, Bedrock Landscape Materials and Supplies. They also stock flagstone, bagged Portland cement, Belgard pavers, Phoenix pavers, Acker stone, artificial turf, and now even rebar and culvert. Make them your one-stop shop, have it delivered, or stop by their yard on 89A in Cottonwood. Let Bedrock Landscape Materials and Supplies rock your world.
Yavapai College offers affordable, career-focused, fully accredited, and 100% online bachelor's degrees in business, nursing, computer science, and a first-of-its-kind 3-year Bachelor of Applied Science in Business. Whether you're starting fresh, advancing your career, or exploring a new passion, Yavapai College provides personalized support and real-world opportunities to help you succeed without the burden of overwhelming debt or the need to leave home. Learn more and enroll today at yc.edu.
And back here at Bradshaw Mountain as we're getting ready here for National Anthem, I want to thank some of our sponsors. Our scoreboard sponsor here, Jones Ford, as well as our coin toss sponsors, Sparklight. And, of course, they are invading the Verde Villages with fiber, which is absolutely fantastic. Bedrock Landscaping, Leary Green Chevrolet, and Gettles High Desert Mechanical, as well as Salt River Materials Group, Taylor Waste, and the Greater Verde Valley Chamber of Commerce, All Price Insurance, and Roxu, as well as Best by Far. Some of our Mingus Bradshaw sponsors here tonight. We do have some changes here. Wyatt Wilhide will get the start at receiver out here. Tristan Tim will be the other receiver. Quarterback will be Hunter Bejarano. Shane Chupp will be our fullback. Our H-back slot will be Dawson Rice, and our tight end Cameron Hossaman. Our line here tonight. Brand new player here is going to be Austin Lyons. Will be playing left tackle for the Mingus Marauders. Jordan Watson will be that left guard. Trenton Patton will be the center here. Landon Backus will be the other guard. And over on the right-hand side at the tackle will be Will Lacker. I also want to thank some of our other sponsors here tonight. Tiffany Construction, Desert View Chiropractic, and they're actually really good. I've been there before and gotten straightened out. Manhattan, as well as D-Best Plumbing, Yavapai College, and Big Brand Tires. Our halftime sponsors, Hyundai of Cottonwood, and 360 Automotive will be our post-game sponsor out here tonight. As we are still waiting for our national anthem. I don't know if we're waiting for the band or we're waiting for somebody to push play. Do you know?
Either or. We are most of us are in position here. We're just waiting in the box, but hats are removed.
Yes. Well, some of us didn't get to use a hat here today. In the meantime, what are our sponsors here, our starters here for Bradshaw?
Yeah, Jackie, for the Bears, we are going to see left tackle Diego Galez. That's number 55. Then number 57, Jamison Garfield. Number 76 at center, going to be Owen Wazalewski. Right guard, senior, number 50, Christian Lothian. Right tackle, junior, number 77, Julian Estrada. Tight end, number 14, Desmond Tolbert. Receivers will be Landon Taggart, Noah Heath, and Caden Dabney. Running back going to be Kylan Jackson, and then quarterback Michael Sanford, who we have gotten to get familiar with. He's a great athlete.
Oh, not only that, but Daddy Sanford has actually been on our broadcast on our sister station, KKLD, for years, and he's taken a break from the broadcast and is doing more of the coaching thing while his son's playing quarterback here, which I think has just got to be a phenomenal feeling.
Yeah, that's got to be awesome. have your roots out on the field, and it's got to make you just so more animated, much more animated.
Indeed. Mingus Marauders in their away white, and they've had to probably get a whole second version of the away white because they've been nothing but on the road here all season long.
Yeah, we better be doing laundry in between these games.
No doubt. Bradshaw sporting a lot of kids on the other side of the field here, almost twice as many as Mingus has been able to bring over, wearing their black out here today. And we are still waiting for our national anthem. And I think it is just so that all the fans here on the Mingus side has to stay at attention for 10 minutes straight here. What do you think?
We are in the right position.
Indeed. All right, keys to the game here. What are the keys to the game here?
Boy, Jackie, we got to stop the blitz.
Oh,
Last
gosh.
week we saw Yonker blitz and blitz and blitz on us, and we just could not stop it. That's going to be a huge key to the game. Another key to this game, Bradshaw's rushing offense. Got to put a stop to that rushing offense of the Bears.
Got it. So we are actually in the national anthem, but it is a non-mic'd a cappella group on the other side of the field, so we cannot share that with you. So I tell you what, we're going to take a quick little 30-second break here, and we are going to return back for the coin toss here at Bradshaw High School when we come back after this.
All Price Insurance on Main Street in Cottonwood is your local insurance provider for personal and commercial insurance. Call and compare over 150 different insurance companies for home, auto, commercial, RV, motorcycle, boat, or ATV. Specialty insurance and insurance bonds are no problem at All Price Insurance in Cottonwood.
Fireworks going off here at Bradshaw High School. Well, I guess we got rain, so that works, right?
That was cool. That is a really cool way to end the anthem with fireworks.
The Mingus Marauders are going to send out 4 seniors here, and it is going to be Chupp, Watson, Stokes, and Rice. As we get into our coin toss here, brought to you by Sparklight. Sparklight proudly serves Prescott Valley, Cottonwood, Payson, Sholo, and now the Verde Villages. Sparklight is bringing their fastest, most reliable, fiber-fueled internet to the Verde Villages. This is huge news. This is absolutely huge news, by the way. Okay, now Sparklight is offering 1 gig fiber for only $29.95 for the first 3 months. Restrictions do apply. I'm going to invite you. Go to visitsparklight.com to learn more. That's visitsparklight.com to learn more. Sparklight, always working for you. And I have been very pleased with my Sparklight service. I'm not in the Verde Villages anymore, but I am always been pleased with my services. And so, who has won the coin toss out here?
Jackie, trying to make out some numbers for the Bears. Dallas Hernandez, Antonio Valenzuela out there. And I didn't quite catch. There's Casey Bauman as well. And then number 56 for the Bears, Xander Mendebliss.
So it looks like the Mingus Marauders have won the toss. They've decided to defer. So Mingus is going to be kicking off to the Bears. And so I think the Bears chose the right side as we're looking at it here from our perspective from the visitor side here at Bradshaw High School.
And what a dogfight this is going to be, Jackie. If you're watching on VVTV, you can absolutely see the difference in the depth charts. I mean, big roster over there for the Bradshaw Mountain Bears, as that has been a team that is making playoff runs the last few seasons, and they have the same implications again this year. And they're already 1-2 on the season, playing a couple of playoff teams already. So they're looking to fine-tune, and what a tough region we have, Jackie. We've talked pregame about this. I just love and can't believe how far the Grand Canyon region has come. Almost all the teams in the region that we play in are fighting for playoff spots. So talk about a huge game here, and it's really starting all over the region tonight. Like we talked about, Coconino Mojave will try to get a score on that one. That'll be a huge game too.
Jackson is back deep here for the Bradshaw Bears, as well as number 1, I believe, Andrew Van Dell. And we get a little pooch kick, and it is going to be taken and immediately covered at the 39-yard line. That's the right move for a biggin out there.
Yeah, and that is a great hands play by sophomore Ty Young. Makes a smart play, just grabs that football and lays on the ground. And for all you big guys out there, it's exactly what you want to do because we don't have the hands to start carrying that football. So smart play.
More offensive linemen who actually pick up a ball, fumble it again.
That's right.
Two backs in the backfield out here for Michael Sanford. Two receivers on the right, one on the left. They put another man in motion. There's the snap. They're going to throw the screen to the far side. It is caught out there. A flag is on the field. And finally knocked down. No, still coming back the other way. Now he has got a host of blockers coming to the near side. Rice is going to get a hold of him and finally take him down. It's going to be number 8 on the reception. He went a long ways, but a flag out at the 41-yard line out there.
Yeah, what a run that is, Jackie. I mean, if you're the Marauders, you've got to wrap up. Got to wrap up. He's on the sidelines over there, and not sure how he stays in. Fortunately for the Marauders, looks like this one's going to come back, Jackie, but my goodness, that is a really strong run.
So I got to figure this out. Was Sanford actually the receiver on that play or the quarterback on that play?
You know, the numbers don't make it too friendly to catch that, but
so we're going to start off with a 10-yard penalty against the Bears. So holding to start the game. So there's the man in motion, and they are now going to hand off, and around the corner they go, and a good tackle on the far side of the field. Trying to pick up a number out there. Is that number 6? Is that Noah Heath that's carrying that ball?
It looks like it could be Heath, Jackie, the senior for the Bears. My goodness, he is stocky in size and absolutely running right through Marauders right now.
A pickup of about 3 out there. Sanford moves his receiver out, then they hand off. Here goes Jackson. Jackson up the middle. Grabbed by an ankle, but that's going to be close to a first down. He gets across the 50. Well, they'll mark him at the 50. It's going to be 3rd and 2.
Yeah, and that's just a great play by the offensive line for the Bears there, Jackie. I mean, Jackson had a really, really nice gap to run through there, and the Marauders secondary had to come in clutch and make the stop.
Kylan Jackson picks up 15 on that one. 3 receivers near side. They give it back to Jackson. Jackson, first down, right-hand side. He's trampling through the secondary, down close to the 30. And that'll be another big gain of about 19.
Yeah, and the Bears in a little bit of a hurry up here, Jackie. Marauders defense has got to close that gap here as Jackson's able to find another open gap. And obviously, got to give credit to that offensive line for the Bears as they look to the sidelines for their next play.
Jackson's in the backfield once again. 3 receivers to the near side. Sanford out of shotgun. Stands at the 35-yard line. Steps back, looks to throw. Has a little bit of pressure. Steps up. He's going to run. Has some room and scampers down to about the 25. He'll pick up about 5.
Yeah, that's just a good play call on the short side of the field right there. Marauders had it covered, but that's just a good offensive play there.
2nd and 5 from the Mingus Marauder 25-yard line. 9:36 left to go. First quarter action, no score yet. Kickoff and first drive of this one if you're just joining us on KYBC. 2 receivers set either side. Jackson is in the backfield. Sanford steps back, looks to throw, throws near side, and just a little bit short jump on the defense out there. Pass intended for Heath.
Yeah, and that's a real good job of the Marauders defense, able to get some pressure there on Sanford. That was Watson coming through, Cameron Houseman also getting through that line of scrimmage. So that's Sanford trying to get rid of that ball a little bit earlier. Good job by the defensive line.
3rd and 5. You might be in the position on the field at the 25 for 4-down territory. They hand it off. Jackson goes to the right-hand side, skips around the outside, picks up the first down, and down near the 10-yard line before he's finally knocked out of bounds. What a great juke he got out there to get down to the 11. My goodness.
Yeah, this kid is a serious running back right there, Jackie. He's making some real athletic plays early on. Good jukes. Good break tackle ability right there. The Marauders are going to have to key in on that and get him around the legs.
6'1", 190. Good size for a high school back. Here they are at the 11-yard line, so they can get a first down without scoring. 3 receivers, bunch formation, left side. There's the snap, and Jackson will cut up underneath, and he'll have a decent gain down to about the 6-yard line, give him 5.
Yeah, good little meet up there by Houseman and Dawson Rice on the tackle. It's a good job by the Marauders using their angle pursuits there and not let them get any more than that.
One of the keys to the game was stop Jackson. Got to stop this running game. So far, Bradshaw's been successful with it. Jackson's got 4 carries, 53 yards just in this drive. Sets up to the left of the quarterback and will follow his blocks into the end zone. 6-yard run. Good blocking downfield. Bradshaw strikes first with 8:10 left to go in the first quarter, and they go up 6-0.
Yeah, that's just good execution by the Bears, Jackie. That's a little bit of a hurry-up offense. It wasn't too fast-paced, that drive, but nonetheless, it's good execution on an opening drive, and if you're the Bears, it's exactly what you want to open up the game with a touchdown-scoring drive.
Womble will be the kicker. Comes out to try that extra point. There's a snap, good hold. The kick is...
Doink!
Is up. Is it good?
It is off the upright.
It is off.
No good.
Did you do the doink?
I did the doink.
You waited to do the doink. All
it.
right. Stays 6-0 as he doinks it off the upright. And Mingus will get the kickoff after this.
For over 25 years, Best by Far has been your trusted name in heating and cooling across the Verde Valley. Whether your heat pump's acting up or your mini splits making you miserable, we've got the fix. We service all makes and models, air conditioners, furnaces, heat pumps, and more. Need a replacement? We offer a variety of solutions from efficient upgrades to simple fixes. Now offering plumbing services too. Call Best by Far at 928-282-2250 or visit besthvacbyfar.com. That's far with 2 R.
6-0 as the Bradshaw Bears lead the Mingus Marauders off of their first drive out here. Mingus will get their first shot offensively coming up here in a moment. Mingus has 2 deep men here. Looks like Stokes is one of them, and the kickoff is going to go deep, and it's going to go into the end zone. Chupp will not even have a chance at it.
Wow.
So we had Tim and Chupp back. Chupp just turned and said, you know what? I'm going to be running the ball a lot. I'm not going to chase that. I'm going to let that one go.
And that is a great leg right there. That's what a weapon in high school football to be able to kick a touchback. It's going to give the Bears a lot of momentum if they can continue to do that.
No doubt. Very true indeed. Here come the Mingus Marauders. They'll have a long field from the 20-yard line.
Yeah, real important here, Jackie, your offensive line and our sophomore quarterback, Bejarano. It's time to keep cool, right? You got to execute well. Bradshaw went down and scored on their first possession. Obviously, the goal was the same for the Marauders.
New tackles here for the Mingus Marauders. You got Lyons on one side and Lacker on the other. There's the snap. A pitch comes to the near side. Lots of Bears out. Chupp tries to get to the corner, and they take out the poor guy with the line marker. Oh, thank goodness. He dropped it and left. That's good.
Yeah, that was a good angle pursuit by the Bears as 3 Bears end up running Chupp out of bounds, and I don't think they're going to go. Chupp's going to go for any gain there, it looks like.
Nope, the pitch came to the near side. Good pursuit, and Chupp does not pick up a yard off of the first run. 2 receivers near side, short side of the field. Bejarano out of shotgun, takes it, and there's the snap. Chupp runs up the middle. The hold did not develop, and he is going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. 3rd and 10 now for the Mingus Marauders.
Yeah, and that's just an absolute dogfight on the line of scrimmage, Jackie. And I was kind of keying in on Patton down there, our center for the Marauders. He did a real good job lining his guy up. It was just that right side of the defensive line, able to shift a little bit. Linebacker comes up, and Bradshaw able to stop us again.
2 receivers top side. See if Bejarano puts this one in the air. He fakes the handoff. He does throw, overthrows, tried to get it to Rice, and Mingus will not be able to move the ball. It'll be 4th and 10 from their own 20.
Yeah, and that's a quick 3 and out. And that's what the Marauders are going to have to get to the sidelines and make a few adjustments, Jackie. Talk about what they saw, how the defense is moving out there. I know as a member of the former offensive line for the Marauders, that's exactly what you're doing. You got to get to that sidelines and talk about your next possession. And big opportunity for the defense coming up.
Mingus will set up to punt. As they will, Varela will be back to punt. Has to go down to a knee to get the punt, to get the snap, and they're going to mark him down right where he went down on a knee. And that is going to be a huge mistake for Mingus, as that's going to give Bradshaw the ball first and goal from the 5.
Yeah, and that is just unfortunate. That is just unfortunate right there, as he, just kind of squatted to a kneeling position, if you will, to catch a low snap. And, ref caught onto that and blew it dead right there. And that is just gold for the Bradshaw Mountain Bears. And that Mingus defensive line has a ton of work to do as they're backed up against our end zone.
7:21 left to go here. First quarter, 6-0. Bradshaw comes out with probably the best field position you can hope for. They will come out in a spread formation, no doubt. Safford out of shotgun. Has Jackson to his right. He's going to go to the right. Looks to throw. Throws into the end zone. And it's picked off. The Mingus Marauders pick it off in the end zone. And that is going to be Moreno with the interception. And Mingus, how about that? Holy cow. Gets the ball back. Moreno probably should have just gone down in the end zone, but will run the ball back out. They may mark him back at the 20 anyway.
Yeah, I think Moreno might have stepped out in the end zone, Jackie. So phenomenal defensive play, and boy, that is as good as an opportunity and execution as you can do from the defense. They got the offense the ball back, picked off Bradshaw. That is a tall task, and now the offense gets another shot.
Wow, how about that? Mingus gets the ball right back after giving it up on the kneel down. There's the snap. Bejarano's back. He's in trouble. He throws the ball up, but he is in trouble. Tim has it. It's reception at the 40, inside the 35. A huge pass play by the Mingus Marauders. Bejarano showing absolute courage in the face of destruction.
And he gets just leveled in the pocket, Jackie. Talk about patience from the sophomore quarterback. Steps back. He knows he's going to take a hit as he can see the defense coming from both sides. And he just throws that up to Tim. Gives him a great ball to run underneath and catch. And that is as good as you can get right there for a passing play, except for taking it the distance, which, boy, if Tim didn't have to track that over his head, which is a really hard thing to do, that is going the distance. It's a great job.
Bejarano's back again. He's in trouble, and down he's going to go. Held on to that one. He was looking at Chupp and wanted something to go. Wanted to get the ball to Chupp. The ball came out, but they did blow him dead. It's going to be an 11-yard sack out there. So 2nd and 21. A great play followed by a not so great play.
Yeah, and that time the defensive line wasn't going to let that happen again. It looks like maybe a little bit more heat from the Bears coming off the left side of the line, and that time they were even quicker in the backfield, and good job by Bejarano to just hang on to that one.
Probably should have thrown it at the feet of Chupp out there and just gotten rid of it. Bunch formation near side. Movement on the line, and it looks like Mingus may have been, Mingus did move. That is going to put them behind the sticks even a little bit more. That'll make it 1st and 16. Nope, pardon me, 26. 1st and 26.
Austin Lyons moving a little bit too quick out there. He's eager to get his job done.
Austin Lyons new to the line here at that left guard or left tackle position. Mingus lines back up, bunch formation near side of the field. Bejarano has one back. They put a man in motion. That's going to be Stokes. He'll take a wing position. There's the snap, and the blitz is on. They throw the ball up, and it is deep, and it is picked off. It's going to be Jackson playing center field out there, and he's going the opposite way toward the far sideline. Gets tripped up, flag on the field at about the 37-yard line. Mingus and Bradshaw and Grand Canyon Region play trading interceptions out there.
Yeah, here's the dogfight, man, the battle of the mountain that I know and love. This is good Grand Canyon region football right here. We got a flag in the middle of the field, Jackie, which was kind of in the middle of that play, if you will. So we will see. It looks like it's going to be Bradshaw ball.
It will be Bradshaw ball. Most likely a blindside block in the middle of the field as Jackson was playing center field, making sure nobody got behind him that time and went back all by himself. And then, man, he is dangerous in open territory as he just picked a side. Uh-oh.
Yeah, and showcasing the skill set he's got, too, by making that interception. I mean, again, just like the catch we saw from Tim earlier, that's where Jackson's got to reach and look over his head and catch that, kind of make a basket for it. That's a tough play.
And here it goes, bringing to the near side, and finally Moreno might get him down, and all the way down to the 25-yard line. And is that Jackson again?
That is Jackson.
Holy cow.
Or no, looks like it's number 22, Jackie, so that's going to be Christian Kelly.
22?
It's either 22 or 23, and those red numbers and the black jerseys are a little bit tough to make out.
Well, it is a timeout for Mingus. We'll figure it out. We will return for the Bradshaw-Mingus game. 6-0, 4:54 left to go first quarter. Bradshaw's got the ball. We're back after this.
Whether you're doing new construction, a remodel, or just filling in the bare spots, there's only one place to go in the Verde Valley for the best in rock, sand, gravel, and boulders, Bedrock Landscape Materials and Supplies. They also stock flagstone, bagged Portland cement, Belgard pavers, Phoenix pavers, Acker stone, artificial turf, and now even rebar and culvert. Make them your one-stop shop, have it delivered, or stop by their yard on 89A in Cottonwood. Let Bedrock Landscape Materials and Supplies rock your world.
All right, I believe that was Jonte Jones, number 33, who is their second big runner, which would make sense that he would be in the game after Jackson with the interception and the long run probably went and got oxygen for, 6 minutes, right? Oh, that's only in the NFL, right?
6 minutes is really a lineman's time. I think he only needs a minute.
A minute, okay. 32 seconds. All right, we're going to see who we have in the backfield here behind Safford. There's the snap. It is Jones. Safford hit as he throws, and it falls to the turf. Man, that was anybody's business out there as Mingus got through. Was that Hossaman?
Man, that is Hossaman, but that's Watson, who laid a huge hit on Sanford. My goodness, that is a big hit, and that is how you do it from the defensive line perspective.
2nd and 10 from the Mingus Marauder 25-yard line. 4:49 left to go. First quarter action. 3 receivers far side. Jones in the backfield with Sanford, and they're going to hand off. No, that's going to be Jackson back in there. Jackson. Yeah, well, somebody gets a hold of his uniform and pulls on it tightly. That is going to be Ryan Sosa, number 11 out there. And it will be a gain of just a couple, maybe about 4.
Yeah, good job by the Marauders defense there. You're getting close to having your back up against your end zone, so that's a good job by the defense stepping up.
3rd and a long 6 out here. Quarterback's back, hands the ball off. Jackson goes to the right-hand side. Good cut up underneath. And Mingus will get him tackled, but it looks like he may get the first down to the 11-yard line.
Yeah, that's a good ground and pound game from the Bears that we're seeing. Tell you what, that takes a lot out of the defense right there when it's running plays. And Bradshaw so far is executing very, very well, making it tough for the Marauders.
2 turnovers in this game, an interception per team. So far, it has been the run game for Bradshaw that has been the problem. 3 receivers near side, they hand it off. And Jackson finds a hole right side, stumbles and bumbles inside the 10 and down to about the 7.
Yeah, and that is Isaac Ricketts, sophomore for the Bears, with a huge block. I mean, that is a great lead block for Jackson. Going right up the middle. He takes the linebacker for the Marauders, who's going to make a play and just takes the hit. Jackson able to get around.
2nd and 6, ball on the 7. There's the snap, and they will hand off once again. Cutting up and through is going to be Jackson. Found a lane. The defense parted, and across the Red Sea goes Jackson for his 2nd touchdown of the game. 3:18 left to go. A 7-yard run. He's got 2 TDs, one for 6 yards, one for 7.
Yeah, and you saw the instant replay there on VVTV, and it's just good execution by the Bradshaw Mountain Bears offensive line as they are able to move the Marauders around and create a gap for Jackson, who is a very deserving and athletic back.
Womble in. He doinked the upright last time. Now we're going to get flags, and we're going to get an offside against Mingus. Yes. So our Jones Ford scoreboard should say 12-0 here if you're watching Verde Valley TV. That's going to move the ball forward. Now, do you change directions here? Are you going to still kick it?
Yeah, that is, what a call that is, partner. It looks like the Bears are going to opt to still kick it.
All right, Womble. Snap down, kick is up, kick is good this time. No doinking. 3:18 left to go, 13-0. Bradshaw on top of Mingus. We're back after this.
I'm here for service and ready for battle.
No need. We're your neighborhood go-to for easy, fast, and friendly car care. Tires, brakes, oil, and free services like flat repair, alignment check, and brake inspection.
So no upselling, overpricing, or fake repairs.
Nope.
And I get all that free stuff.
Yep. So you don't really need all this.
Big Brand Tire and Service. Big on fast, big on friendly.
13-0. Mingus will get the ball back. They have 1 first down, a big 50-yard pass play. Bejarano to Tim. That is the only first down Mingus has so far in this one, but they will get the ball back. We'll see if we get a chance at a run back. Nope. Jump's going to watch that one go halfway into the end zone. Womble ate all of his vitamins and most of his Wheaties here this morning for sure as he gets his 2nd touchback of the game.
Yeah, the senior for the Bears coming in at 5'9", weighing 160. Boy, that kid can kick.
Well, yes, but what it is, he is 5'9", however, 92 pounds of his 160 is just his right leg.
Yeah, and partner, that's dang right after watching these touchbacks he's kicking.
Here come the Mingus Marauders. Hossaman and Tim on the near side of the field here. Bejarano will take the snap. It is a high snap. They do hand it off to Chup. Chup is eaten up quickly. He's going to lose yardage. -2 yards here on first down, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, that's just an outstanding job by the Bears defensive line. It looks like the right side of that defensive line was the side that penetrated first, and boy, that's a good job by the Bears, Jackie. There was a few of them around Chup before he could get anywhere.
Tim comes in with the play, says, hey, coach says throw the ball to me again. We'll go 2 receivers far side. Single, man on man, here on the near side. There's the snap, and they will hand it off to Chup. Chup is hit in the backfield immediately. A blitzing linebacker gets through, and Chup is going to lose another 2 yards.
Yeah, and that's the Bears just being relentless on defense. That was definitely one of their backers. I'm trying to get you a number here. Looks like 47 making that play for the Bears, and that's Witowski, and that is just a great job by the secondary for the Bears, blitzing right on time.
Here come the Marauders. There's the snap, and oh yeah, the snap was late. All sorts of movement. We're going to get another 5-yard penalty against the Mingus Marauders. That is going to put Mingus into a, this is not appropriate English, worser situation. That's going to make it 3rd and 19 as Mingus will be set up at their own 11-yard line. 2 receivers top, and there's the snap. Quarterback's in trouble. He's got to get rid of it, and he's going to get sacked. Outside of the end zone is where they're going to say that contact was made, and the sack is going to be down to the 2-yard line. That will be a 9-yard sack. Bradshaw thought they had I thought they had the safety, but contact was made at the 2-yard line.
Yeah, that's very fortunate for the Marauders, Jackie, as that one was close. You can see the Bears, they definitely wanted the safety call, but fortunately, Bejarano able to kind of just step up, right? He knew the hit was coming, so he's able to step up and get that forward momentum just outside the goal line.
Varello with his heels on the back of the end zone. Jackson salivating at the 45-yard line. There's the snap, low snap. The kick is up. The kick is going to come down. It will bounce and take a bounce away from Jackson. Thank goodness. He'll pick it up at about the 48-yard line and avoid a tackler out to the outside. Down the line he goes. Sosa will finally get him right around the 30-yard line, which was the first down marker for the Mingus Marauders. A lot of Mingus Marauders screaming out here. I think they saw maybe a blindside
Most certainly,
block.
Jackie. First Marauder downfield had a shot at the tackle, and I'm just going to call it like it is. He had a clear shot at the tackle and maybe clipped in the shoulder, but it kind of looked, it could be the back, so Marauders aren't happy about that one.
Bradshaw, short field again at the Mingus Marauder 28-yard line. Safford takes the snap, hands it off. Jackson, right-hand side. Inside he goes. There we go. Mingus is able to throw him backward, and that is going to be a short gain. Shortest gain of the entire game so far as he picks up 2.
And that just speaks to his athletic ability, really, and the Marauders do a great job of wrapping him up right at the line of scrimmage, and he's still able to squeeze a couple out of it.
Backus comes out for the Mingus Marauders and gets substituted out there. Safford sends a receiver out farther, and there is the throw, and it goes to a screen. Mingus is able to eat it up, right, and Moreno will get the tackle out there. However, we have flags out here. The tackle or the screen, I think, went to 12.
Yeah, it's going to be Caden Dabney for the Bears.
Now let's see what the flag is, and it's going to be a face mask against Bradshaw.
Yeah, that's going to bode real well for the Marauders defense. Got to capitalize on this. It's not many times we may be able to back Bradshaw behind the sticks, and here's one of those chances.
So they do back him up, and it's now going to be second and about 14. We have a stoppage with the clock. I'm not exactly sure if the placement was correct, but we are going to have a timeout.
I think that's the end of the first quarter.
That is the end of the first quarter. How about that? 13-0. Bradshaw on top. We're back right after this.
For over 60 years, the Glenn Jones name has been recognized for integrity and honesty.
And the Jones Auto Center's in Wickenburg.
Jones Ford Verde Valley.
Take a nice country drive out the Buckeyes.
When you're talking about Arizona's best, you're talking about the Jones Auto Group. It's quick, fast, strong.
I want to invite you to visit our new facility in Casa Grande and enjoy our country-style way of doing business. We're the Joneses.
Back here at Bradshaw, we're going to switch sides, and Bradshaw's now going to go from the left to right across your radio dial. Mingus wearing their white uniforms once again for the third road game in a row. Coming up next week, we come back to this part of Yavapai County as the Mingus Marauders will go visit the Prescott Badgers.
Those pesky Badgers.
Pesky?
Pesky Badgers.
And they have sharp teeth.
Coach Collette's got them trained well.
Yes. 3 receivers near side as we get 2nd and 14th from the Mingus Marauder 31-yard line. Bradshaw with the ball. They put a man into motion outside, and then they hand the ball off to Jackson. Jackson tries the left-hand side. Mingus contains it fairly well. They pick up 5. That'll make it 3rd and 9 out there.
Yeah, huge third down opportunity here for the Marauders defense. Got to hold them to a 4th. Maybe see the Bears attempt a kick here. You might see him try to punt and pin us deep. Either way, big opportunity for the Marauders defense right here.
Womble has a field goal, his longest field goal so far in 2025, 33 yards. This could be 2-down territory for the Bradshaw Bears. Safford sets himself up. motion here on the outside. Safford looks, throws, has a man. It is received. A good open field tackle out there as the reception comes down to number 13, which is going to be Taggart. Taggart moves the chains, though, as he'll pick up 13.
Yeah, and Sanford had plenty of time back there. And that's, you got to give credit to the Bears offensive line, giving Sanford plenty of time. He's able to analyze the field and then plant himself and make a good, clean throw.
There's the snap. They hand it off. That looks like Jones. Jones up the gut. Mingus will push it back. And it will be a gain of about 2.
And that's going to be Landon Backus with the WWE slam out there. I love it. That's what you want to see from your defensive line. That's ruthless. Need more of that.
Well, definitely. Mingus definitely needs more of that. They just need aggression here on defense, no doubt. 2nd and 8 from the Mingus Marauder 12. There's the snap. They hand off, coming near side. And a good job cutting up underneath. A ankle tackle out there on Jones, and he's going to pick up a few more. Down to the 6-yard line now, so 3rd and maybe 3.
Yeah, and this was almost that area, Jackie, where Bradshaw opted to throw it last time. The Marauders' defense was ready, so if you're in the Marauders' secondary right now, be ready for that.
2 backs in the backfield here. There's the snap. They give it to the back, and hit! That's going to be Backus. Backus with a huge hit coming through the hole. Normally, when you have that kind of collision, you see one player going backward, especially the one that does the catching. But no, there is a flag on the field here. We're going to see if...
Yeah, this kind of came from the secondary, this flag. So let's see what this is going to be as they kind of talk about it.
So they gave the runner actually no progress, maybe progress of a yard. Let's see if this is going to go against Bradshaw.
That's pretty generous because Landon Backus would have something to say about that. That was a phenomenal defensive play.
And it is going to go against Bradshaw. And was that a hold? Is that the...
Yeah, it looked like a hold, but it was only a 5-yard penalty?
No. That is a full 10-yard penalty. They were at the 7. And they are now 3rd and 13. 3rd penalty for the Bradshaw Bears. They send Jones out to the far side. Quarterback's back by himself. Throws up underneath. Has a man in the tunnel. A good screen play out there. Stokes comes up with the tackle. And let's see if we can get a number on him. That's going to be Dabney with the reception.
Yeah, and we'll see what happened, Jackie. There was definitely something extracurricular after the play. And they're going to call Jordan Watson on roughing the passer.
Ooh. That's going to put the ball down to the 5-yard line, but that could be an automatic first down, too.
Yeah, and I'm not sure. My eyes left that part of the field, so Watson.
They are going to go first down.
Yeah, making a hit just a little bit too late there.
So the 8 yards on the center screen out there, the tunnel screen, and then a few more yards tacked on for the penalty against the Mingus Marauders. 2 backs in the backfield. They hand it off, and following nowhere. Coming up is going to be Moore and Sosa, and Jones had nowhere to go, and that is going to be a loss of 2.
And Sosa gets up from that end. He's real confident, as he should be. And now the flag comes out. This is going to be on the Marauders, Jackie. As I saw the ref, and that's it, unsportsmanlike against the Marauders. And, boy, that has got to be verbal. I mean, Sosa got up real confident and almost did, just a flex to his teammates, which we see all the time. And then I saw the ref walk over to him, say something, then turn around, walked away, and then threw the flag. So I'm imagining that is verbal. And I don't know if he's calling it again, but he just signaled it again. I don't think it's twice because that would probably be an ejection.
Yes, that would be an ejection. Now we're going to get an explanation here. So the ball goes from -2 yards on the run to down to the 3-yard line, 1st and goal for the Bradshaw Bears after the penalty. 13-0, second quarter action, 8:33. Bradshaw has been just hovering in the Mingus Marauder red zone here for like an hour and a half. They bring Jones up to the side. They hand off. Jones goes to the left-hand side, finds his way through, and that'll be a 3-yard touchdown run. 3 rushing touchdowns out here for the Bradshaw Bears. Mingus did a great job holding, and then couldn't hold there. Good blocking scheme. And you know somebody's guilty when they throw their hands up after they throw somebody to the ground. No penalty called, though.
Yeah, that's right, partner. And that's just good execution. And when you get a few penalties like that right next to your goal line, I mean, it's bound to happen. Bradshaw had a whole set of downs there and able to punch it in right on the goal line.
Second quarter action. Wombo with the kick. That one is up, and that one is good. He's 2 of 3. Hit the upright on the first one. 8:23 left to go. 20-0. Bradshaw up over Mingus. We're back after this.
When you're looking for a plumber, no matter the job, call The Best Plumbing. From energy-saving tankless water heaters to whatever remodel project you have in mind, from the simple to the exotic, The Best Plumbing prides themselves on quality workmanship and efficiency for a fair price. If you want plumbing done right the first time, call The Best Plumbing at 928-567-8755 or find them online at d-bestplumbing.com.
20-0. Ming is going to get the ball back. Got to figure out how to get something going against this Bradshaw defense. One huge play in the game, which was awesome. 50-yard pass to Tim. Other than that, Mingus has been a little stuttered. Wombo's going to kick off. He hasn't given Mingus an opportunity at a return. He's got 2 touchbacks. This one's deep. This one is going to have to be picked up at the 1-yard line by Chupp. Chupp is going to try the opposite side. He's trying to race away, cuts up underneath, and he's going to get it outside the 10. The ball was going over his head. He expected it to bounce into the end zone, and it didn't. He ended up having to pick it up at about the 2-yard line and try to make something out of nothing.
Yeah, and that's the benefit of being able to kick the ball that deep, is you think it's going to go over your head and through the back of the end zone, and it bounces right in front of the goal line, and that was a very, very fortunate bounce for the Bears as Chupp just tries to make anything happen from that.
So Mingus will start at their 12-yard line here. 8:16 left to go, trailing 20-0. One back in the backfield, that is Chupp, and they're going to give him the ball. Chupp is going to try the right-hand side, and we're going to see he gets slammed backward. He will pick up a yard. He will get a positive yard out of that.
That's Diego Galaz on the tackle. Junior for the Bears.
They gave him no gain. 2nd and 10. Chupp has had some trouble out of the backfield. No gain 3 times, -2 yards twice. He's got -4 yards on 5 carries out here. Goes back to the near side. They've got Moore as a wingback now. There is a high snap, and that is a trick play going the opposite direction to Rice. Rice gets covered up as they pitch the ball to the receiver coming the opposite direction. Great idea. I love the play. The Bears just had too much penetration into the backfield, and it goes for -5.
Yeah, I do too, and that's Witowski making a great play from the far side for the Bears. Boy, Dawson Rice was just maybe 1 or 2 seconds of a block away from being able to get to the corner, but he just couldn't.
3rd and long, 3rd and 14, 3rd and 15. Here, there's the snap. Bejarano steps back, has to throw. Throws, and it gets knocked down, batted down by number 77, Estrada.
So I'm just going to call it. I mean, there's Estrada, deservedly so. That's a great defensive play, flexing to his teammates and flexing to his sidelines. And I'm just going to say that we got called on that last possession, but nonetheless, maybe that's home field advantage.
Whoa. So when you're in the black uniform, you can't see the flexing. I don't know.
Could be it.
I don't know how to justify this. Varela kicking out of his end zone again. Again, you've got Jackson salivating at the 42-yard line. Mingus with a second punt here out of their own end zone. Varela kicks this one. It is short, and it will take a bounce. It'll take a Bradshaw bounce, and then it will die at about the 32-yard line. 6:41 left to go. Bradshaw will have a short field again here before halftime.
Yeah, and boy, I mean, the Marauders are holding them to only 20 points right now, Jackie, and that's actually not terrible when you consider the field position we have given the Bears all night. I mean, they started one drive. I think if it wasn't within the 10, it was close.
It was at the 5-yard line.
The 5-yard line, and that's, I mean, when you're giving the other team that kind of field position, dangerous things are going to happen.
That was following a special teams defect here for the Mingus Marauders, and then Moreno comes up with the INT on the next play. Mingus needs another takeaway here. 3 receivers available on the left-hand side there as they snap, and they will hand it off and running up the middle down to about the 25-yard line. A very good gain as it looks like Jackson gets his turn back in the backfield.
Yeah, and that was the interior offensive line, getting the call, and they do a good job for the Bears. Guards get off their blocks and move upfield to catch another block, and Jackson has a few easy yards.
Reset here, same formation. They give it to Jackson. Jackson follows blocks. He's to the near side and getting him out of bounds. Moreno will combine in on the tackle with Stokes, and they will knock him out at, let's see where they're going to mark him out. Is it going to be at the 13-yard line? Yep.
And Marauders getting backed up right now against their goal line, and the Bears within the 20, well within the 20 at this point.
Red zone, they've lived there most of the game, actually. 12-yard line, 1st and 10 from the 12-yard line. Ming is trying to get themselves reset here. There's the snap, and up the middle we go. Dawson Rice and Moore combine on the tackle here for Jackson. Jackson gets himself down to the 6-yard line. And so he gets half, give him 5.
Yeah, the Bears very content to just run the ball here, which is also going to run the clock.
Here we are, 2nd and 5 from the 6. 2 men in the backfield out here. Sanford takes the snap. They hand it off. Jackson tries the left-hand side, stumbles and bumbles and into the end zone. He will pick up his 3rd rushing touchdown as he is already over 100 yards here in this one. You tack on those 6, and oh my goodness.
122 yards for the senior, Kylan Jackson of the Bradshaw Mountain Bears. Add another touchdown on the board for that young man as he is having quite a game.
Second quarter action. 5:18 left to go in the first half.
That's just great execution by this Bears offensive line, Jackie. Able to get the rushing game going.
He is a patient runner. Yeah. Oh, there's the snap, and Mingus was in the backfield. Looked like Mingus was very early in the backfield, but they get away with it. Nonetheless, the extra point is good. 27-0 here with 5:18 left to go at halftime. Mingus will get the ball back after this.
Friday Night Lights, Saturday Sidelines, and Sunday Best. At Manhattan and Cottonwood, we've got the hat for every fan, every player, and every occasion. Walk our shop and you'll find classic ball caps, sharp fedoras, cozy beanies, and bold cowboy hats, all under one roof. Proudly local, proudly hat obsessed, and always game ready. Swing by Manhattan in the Clemenceau Plaza, Cottonwood, today. Manhattan, we've got you covered. Go Marauders!
We've got our Hyundai of Cottonwood halftime show coming up here soon. And don't forget, we've got our Gale's chocolate sweet treat coming up at the end of the third quarter.
I just lost all focus.
Yeah, I did. There's the kickoff. This one's low. This one's returnable. This one will bounce up to Chupp at about the 30. He's got some blocking. Tries to get to the sideline and close to the sideline and thrown out of bounds. And the crowd wants a flag, but they're not going to get one. And they're going to mark him out at about the 23-yard line, which is the best starting field position for Mingus all game long.
Yeah, it really speaks to the field position advantage the Bears have been able to build. I mean, really, they're able to back the Marauders up, and the Marauders not able to get downfield, which is leaving the Bears with a very short field. So, boy, big opportunity for the offense to move downfield a little bit, at least start to win that field position battle.
Two receivers near side here. Bejarano. He's going to get pressure, and, that is a mistake. Poor Chupp and Bejarano ran into each other in the backfield, and that stopped Chupp's forward progress, which it didn't take long for the Bears to get there and tackle him for a 5-yard loss.
Yeah, and several Bears able to, pretty sure that was a blitz, Jackie, and, they're just able to penetrate the gaps really, really quickly there.
4:43 left to go. 2nd and 15. Mingus back inside their own red zone. There comes the blitz. No, they back out of it. And a throw to the far side. Out of the reach for Chupp. Bejarano tried to get the ball out to his release man. Chupp had somebody spying him, so he wasn't going far. And that's going to bring up 3rd down. Stops the clock with 4:32. Hey, coming up tomorrow, I'm going to be at Tractor Supply, as Essential Foods has their fantastic meat deal. Check this out: 40 ribeyes, 20 ribeyes, $40. 20 ribeyes, $40. You need to stop by and see me out there tomorrow. I'm going to be out there 1 to 3 on Saturday, and then Sunday I'm going to be out there again from noon to 2. 3rd and long here for the Mingus Marauders, and Bradshaw jumps, and we get a penalty flag from the near line judge. How about that?
And I love Patton able to sell that very, very, very well.
Did he?
I was never able to sell it that good as a center. And, Patton got hit there, and that's a jump by the Bears, and he just kind of tips backwards.
Yes, but I'm gonna address that here in a moment. 3rd and 11 now. There's the snap. A pitch coming to the near side. Rice has got a little bit of room and has a man to beat. He gets past the original line of scrimmage out to about the 23-24. Rice is going to pick up a couple, but that's going to bring up 4th and long out here for the Mingus Marauders. I do like that play, though.
Yeah, that's a great job by the Marauders trying to get to that edge, and they were just one Bear away from a significantly open side of the field.
They only give them one, though. So back to the original line of scrimmage, 4th and 10. Mingus not punting out of their own end zone, but they will give the ball back with plenty of time here to Bradshaw. Bradshaw still has all 3 timeouts. There's the snap. Movement not called. A high punt as Jackson settles under it at his 45-yard line and avoids a would-be tackler. And off to the races he goes down the left sideline to the end zone. A 55-yard run, as it's going to be Vandell gets the ball and gets the special teams touchdown out there for the Bradshaw Bears.
And that is just an impressive special teams play by the Bears. What patience and focus by Andrew Vandell. Got to give him credit. The Bears do a good job of laying blocks out there, but Vandell keeps his focus. That ball is hanging in the air for a while. Had a Marauder or two in closing on him really, really fast, and Vandell makes a couple of great moves and finds the end zone.
That makes the score 33-0. And, Stokes was ever so slightly across the line, like 4 seconds before they snapped the ball.
It was like a Palomalu. He was going no matter what.
Yes. Now what he needed to do was start pointing. Look, no, he moved.
Don't change.
Right.
I like that.
I am still going to address your center thing here in a second here. All right, we're going to see if Stokes comes again. Waiting for the snap, Extra point attempt. There's a snap. It's down. The hold is up. The kick is up and good. Makes it 34-0. 3:32 till halftime. We're back after this.
For over 20 years, Roxu Screen Printers has been the Verde Valley's choice for custom business and sporting apparel. Bring your ideas and logos to Roxu Screen Printers and watch as your creations come to life. Choose from an extensive selection of items available for your company, team, or organization's logo. From t-shirts and hats, specialty items, and embroidered company attire, you can get started with a quote by calling 928-646-5734 or email dawn@rockzoo.com. That's ROKZOO.com.
So kickoff here is coming, and I have to tell you, when you were center, this is the problem. You would have been there, and if you would have adjusted the ball or you would have moved ever so slightly, Nick would have gotten up and said, "Oh, that was me. That was me." There's the kickoff. It is returnable. It takes a bounce. Chupp will take it about the 2. He's going to try the right-hand side. Trying to follow a block out there by Stokes. He gets the sideline. Around the corner he goes. Great return by Chupp. Best field position of the night here for the Mingus Marauders as he's past the 35, close to the 40.
And I see some laundry on the field, Jackie, near the 30-yard line. So.
In fact, I got called Homer Simpson earlier this morning, and I went, dope.
It's a good time to break out the dope. Because that was a great return by Chupp. I mean, you can't draw it up any better except getting in the end zone, which he was only one bear away from getting downfield to it. But, yeah, this looks like it's going to come back against the Marauders.
So the penalty thrown at the 32-yard line of the Mingus Marauders. And it's going to be a 15-yard variety and take the Mingus Marauders back to the red zone, where they have been just way too
all night.
Continuous.
All night. And that's a tough hole to dig out of. And, you know, very much kudos to the Bradshaw kicking game. But here is a penalty flag that pushes us back.
16-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Mingus Marauders. They have all 3 timeouts with 3:24 left to go, but they got to get a first down here. Oh, high snap over Bejarano. It goes into the end zone. He picks it up, tries to run out. He gets out of the end zone, thank goodness, but out of bounds at about the 2-yard line.
Wow,
Did you step on the self-destruct button?
I don't think so, but let's check around us here. Oh, Jackie, that's a...
Ooh, out at the 1.
Wow, got to give Hunter credit. All you young quarterbacks, that ever happens to you, which it does. I mean, every once in a while you get a high snap over your head, and wow, that was almost a catastrophe, and now the Marauders backed up on their own 1.
Cannot get a tackle for loss here. Snap, and the handoff goes to Chupp. Chupp does not make it out of the end zone. That is going to be a safety against the Mingus Marauders. Bradshaw brought 9. Mingus unable to deal with it, and that is going to be the safety at 3:11 left to go. It goes to 36-0. That might be continuous clock here in the second quarter.
Yeah, and that is...
We're going to take a break. We will come back for the kickoff or the punt right after this.
For over 6 decades, Salt River Materials Group Phoenix Cement has proudly supported youth sports here in the Verde Valley. From baseball and softball to football and basketball, they empower young athletes to reach their full potential. Salt River Materials Group employees are actively involved, giving back to the community through coaching, mentoring, and volunteer efforts. With a strong commitment to environmental stewardship, they're helping to build a brighter Verde Valley. Visit srmaterials.com. Salt River Materials Group Phoenix Cement, building a stronger Verde Valley today and tomorrow.
So Mingus is going to have to kick off from their 20-yard line. Varela will do the kickoff. He has the option to punt the ball or do the kickoff. He's going to do the kickoff. He is not respected. The deep man for the Bears are at the 38-yard line, moving up toward the 40. Varela gets into it and pops it, and it's going to go down to about the 35-yard line. As Vandell will try the right-hand side, trying to get to the sideline once again. This time he will get knocked down. A penalty comes out at the Mingus Marauder 47-yard line. If that is against Bradshaw, it will be only the second time that Bradshaw will start on their side of the field.
And let's see what this flag is going to call for here. Yeah, Marauders have some work to do, Jackie, as they are going to be desperate to keep Bradshaw from putting any more.
Oh, they call it offsetting penalties. So Bradshaw will start in Mingus's territory.
All night. So they have started in our territory all night long.
Except for the beginning of the game.
Except for the beginning, and that, man, does that make an uphill battle.
2 receivers near side for Bradshaw, 3 if you count the tight end. Now they're going to switch over to the right-hand side, and they're going to go balanced here. Safford takes the snap, steps back, hands it off. Oh, he pushes it back, throws the ball downfield. A flea flicker attempted out here with a 36-0 lead. Wow. Okay, 2:55 left to go, 2nd and 10.
And the intended receiver, Caden Dabney, on that one. And that ball thrown by Sanford just, I think, a few yards in front of Dabney.
Good coverage, though.
It was good coverage. Marauders were definitely playing man-to-man, and he did a good job sticking with him.
Flea flicker, up by 36. Okay. Safford takes the snap and will hand off. Coming to the near side is going to be Jackson. Jackson gets around the corner, and finally Moreno gets him, but doesn't get him out of bounds. Has some help from Stokes, who knocks him out of bounds, but that's going to be good enough for a first down for sure.
And another flag down, Jackie, this time way in the backfield.
Let's see if that one works against Bradshaw. If it does, it takes 13 yards off the board out here for Jackson. Jackson, by the way, is having quite a stat night here. 122 yards on 15 carries, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that flag is going to back the Bears up, Jackie. That is
holding
exactly what the Marauders needed right there.
Ball goes back to the Bradshaw side of the field to their own 46. 2nd and 20, 2:35 left to go in half number 1. The Hyundai of Cottonwood halftime report coming up soon. And they put a man in motion. He stuttered, no flag. Goes all to the opposite side, then takes off. Mingus brings a little pressure. They throw the ball. Oh, great open field tackle out there by Hasseman, who helps his man up. They tried the tunnel screen again, and Hasseman said, no, you know what? I remember this one.
Yeah, that's an outstanding play right there by Hasseman. He read that all day long and then made a great tackle.
Dagny on the reception gets no yards on the reception. In fact, probably gets a rib bruise in the process. 3rd and 20. There's the snap. Quarterback's back. Has some time. Looks, throws, has a man, misses him. Intended out there for Taggart. And threw it out of his reach. This will be the first punt for the Bradshaw Bears here in this one with 36-0 on the scoreboard. 1:41 left to go in half number 2. Chupp is going to go back to get the punt. They have 4 receivers, 4 gunners to the near side. There's the snap, and the punter does put it up. It is a high punt. It is returnable. Chupp! It goes off of his fingers and into the end zone. He picks it up, and Chupp is going to get tackled in the end zone for a safety. 1:29 left to go, a second safety. Chupp had it bounce off his hands, and it rolled into the end zone, picked it up, couldn't get it out. 38-0 now, and Mingus is going to have to give the ball back to the Bradshaw Bears.
Ouch. Yeah, that one hurts, Jackie. That is just, the ball luck is not with you tonight when that kind of play happens, and it's okay. Marauders are going to have to go in at halftime here and make some adjustments as, Chupp wants that one back. I mean, that is just an unfortunate bounce right there off his hands, and of course it's a great booming kick by the Bears that bounces off of him and then, almost rolled through the back of the end zone. I mean, Chupp able to pick it up and try to get out of the end zone, but at that point the Bears just saw blood.
So Varella's going to kick off from his 20 again. After the safety, 1:29 left to go. 38-0 here as we're approaching halftime. Varela approaches, and he will bounce this one up the middle. It'll be picked up by one of the short backs And Mingus will tackle him. However, he'll get down to the 35-yard line of the Mingus Marauders. So they tried to avoid kicking it to Vandell and to Jackson. Instead, they kick it to an up guy who gets a fairly decent return out to about the 36-yard line.
Yeah, and Sosa making the play for the Marauders out there. He has had himself a defensive game with a few tackles. A few good tackles, no less.
So Bradshaw with an opportunity to work on the 2-minute drill. 2 timeouts left with 1:22 left to go. 3 receivers near side. See if Mingus is up to the passing game. Here comes Safford. Safford is going to get hit. Backus will turn him around and drop him, and it's going to be a sack, a loss of about 1. So Backus will get credit for that one. A little help out there from Hasseman.
Yeah, and here you go, Jackie. Last defensive stance by the Marauders was great. Held Bradshaw, made him punt the ball, and now here we go again. Able to back him up on that first play. The defense got to hold strong here.
And an incomplete pass intended for Taggart out here to the near side. Chup on the defense, and that makes it very quickly 3rd and 11 with 51 ticks left to go in half number 1.
Yeah, and for all you young DBs out there, what Chup just did on the tackle is exactly how you cover a wide receiver. His hands were in there making the tackle as that ball got in there.
2 receivers high side, and they're going deep. Safford throws to the nearest one, and breaking a tackle out of bounds might be good enough for a first down. It is, as they pick up the yardage they need, 11 or 13 yards on the far side out there to Dabney.
Yeah, and the Marauders with just 45 seconds left to go in this first half. Desperate, Jackie, to keep Bradshaw off the board again as the Bears are taking advantage of this field position battle that they're continuously winning.
There's the snap. Safford comes to the near side. Could run, could throw, does throw. Has a man near side. It's going to be Dabney again. Gets out of bounds somewhere around the 10-yard line. Inside the 10. Down to the 8. 1st and goal. 37 seconds left to go.
Yeah, the Marauder has been backed up here all night long. Able to come away with a stop just one time, and it's gut check time for the defense as they're just trying to keep the Bears in the end zone.
1st and goal, 3 receivers far side. Safford takes the snap, looks to hand off, and then throws, has the slant into the end zone. That's going to be Tabbert with 33 seconds left to go. And in the first half, it is now 44-0.
Yeah, and just a showcase of talent by the Bears. Now they're spreading the love around as Taggart finds himself the end zone. And the Bears offense, Jackie, just showcasing tonight.
33 seconds left to go. Womble with another chance at an extra point, and he'll nail it. 45-0, and we most assuredly should be into continuous clock. We'll be back after this.
Is your young athlete pushing their limits, jumping higher, running faster? At Desert View Chiropractic, we know the demands on growing bodies. That's why we specialize in helping youth athletes reach their full potential. Regular chiropractic care can help prevent injuries, improve flexibility, and even boost performance. From better balance on the field to quicker recovery after intense training. We help your athletes stay in the game they love, stronger and healthier. Don't let aches and pains sideline your child. Invest in their future, on and off the field. Visit Desert View Chiropractic today because every young athlete deserves to play at their best. Call us at 928-300-1553. That's 928-300-1553.
Here we go for the kickoff. See if Mingus gets an opportunity at a return out here. Womble approaches the ball, and he will send it deep, and it'll go over Tim into the end zone. So Mingus with the touchback. They'll have to start at the 20. Good news is no time came off the clock.
That'll leave the Marauders with 33 seconds left on offense. And Jackie, I'm
2 timeouts.
Not opposed to probably just kneeling it here and going in. You got to make some adjustments here at halftime. It's really been all Bears. And really they're getting ahead in the field position game, which is obviously translated to the scoreboard.
Mingus will have Chupp in the backfield out there with Bejarano. Houseman will come to the near side. 3 receivers to the near side. And there's all sorts of movement. And they're going to get Mingus for movement. As Patton gets pounded in the jaw again with the false start. I swear it. I did watch you though. You would move the ball and then you'd stand up and go, "That was me."
And I would really turn around and blame it on my quarterback.
Right.
Tony Vaca, if you're listening, it was always your fault.
Right. There's the snap, handoff, goes to the near side, and it's going to be Chupp. Chupp with good positive yards. Gets all the way out to 24-yard line, so 9 yards on the carry. That is his best carry of the game so far.
Yeah, good to see the offensive line get upfield, right? Open up a gap for Chupp and then get upfield to the second level and get some blocks there.
10 seconds, 9 seconds. This might be the last play here of the first half. Chupp tries it again, and he'll lean forward, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that'll do it. Halftime is lopsided. It is like trying to be on the seesaw with the 400-pound man. You never touched down on the ground. We'll be back to halftime report with the Hyundai of Cottonwood halftime report after this.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Tandy, owners of Taylor Waste.
We are homegrown in the Verde Valley and nearly your last local choice.
We want to be your first choice for residential and small business garbage service.
Get a free month service when you make the switch to Taylor Waste.
And enjoy monthly service as low as $19 per month.
Visit TaylorWaste.com for more information.
Or to start service, call Taylor Waste at 649-2662.
Taylor Waste, service tailored to your needs.
Larry Green Chevrolet has been an important partner to this community for over 30 years. Whether it be offering outstanding service and deals to the Verde Valley or providing support to schools, charities, and community events, we have made it a part of our business. We love and support the growth and future of Cottonwood and our surrounding areas. That's why we refer to our dealership as the People Place. Larry Green Chevrolet is a proud sponsor of Yavapai County, and we are proud to support our Mingus High School football. Go Marauders!
Since 1925, Tiffany Construction has worked with developers and local and federal government to build, expand, and improve infrastructure, roads, drainage systems, and subdivisions. From concept to completion, the Tiffany Construction team provides a full complement of construction services and state-of-the-art delivery methods customized to fit your needs and budget. They're Arizona's longest tenured family-owned and operated civil contractor and proudly serving the Verde Valley since 1991. Tiffany Construction, knowledge and experience to bring your project to reality.
I'm here for service and ready for battle.
No need. We're your neighborhood go-to for easy, fast, and friendly car care. Tires, brakes, oil, and free services like flat repair, alignment check, and brake inspection.
So no upselling, overpricing, or fake repairs.
Nope.
And I get all that free stuff.
Yep. So you don't really need all this.
Big Brand Tire and Service. Big on fast, big on friendly.
All Price Insurance on Main Street in Cottonwood is your local insurance provider for personal and commercial insurance. Call and compare over 150 different insurance companies for home, auto, commercial, RV, motorcycle, boat, or ATV. Specialty insurance and insurance bonds are no problem at All Price Insurance in Cottonwood.
Back here at Bradshaw, it is homecoming for the Bears. And, well, let's see who is out there at homecoming. Oh, that is Michael Sanford with a shot at Homecoming King. How about that? Starting quarterback, Homecoming King. That makes for a Hallmark movie, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's what an exciting night for that young man, as he's been the starter for the Bears for a couple years now. And great to see him. And what an athlete he is, Jackie.
Oh, yeah.
Calling his name all night. And the Bears have pretty much been doing what they want with the Marauders defense.
Well, that is true. It has been all Bears. Mingus has had a just a couple of plays for positive yardage. Other than that, it has been difficult. The scoring here tonight has been extremely lopsided here. First quarter action, 8:10 left to go, is the first of 3 touchdowns by Jackson running the ball. The first one goes for 6 yards, and the extra point by Womble hits the upright and went doink, doink. Okay.
I was ready again.
Yes, you were. Still first quarter action, 3:18 left to go, 7-yard run by Jackson made it 13-0 after the extra point. Into the second quarter we go, 8:23 left to go, a 3-yard plunge. Jones gets his first touchdown. As Womble adds the extra point, it was 20-0. 5:18 left to go, a 6-yard touchdown run by Jackson, his third of the game. Extra point was good, it was 27-0 at that point. 3:32 left to go, and Andrew Vandell with a 55-yard punt return for the touchdown. So the special teams getting into the act out there for Bradshaw. It was 34-0 with the extra point. Then with 3:11 left to go, a safety as Chubb can't get the handoff out of the end zone, and that was the first of 2 safeties in a row. In fact, the second safety in a row was Chubb getting tackled in the end zone. This one, unfortunately, a punt return that went off of his hands, rolled into the end zone, and then he couldn't get it out of the end zone quick enough. And that was the second safety in a row. You hardly see a safety. When do you see a safety back-to-back like that, though?
Yeah, it's rare, Jackie. And the most disheartening thing about it was it comes on each side of a good defensive stand by the Marauders. So in between the safeties, the Marauders stopped the Bears' offense, and then, like you called it up here in the box, we found that self-destruct button, and we stepped on it. And the Bears able to capitalize. And even when their offense went 3 and out, and the Marauders able to stop them, that was huge momentum that they had from that. They go and end up with a safety. And then the Bears get the ball right back and able to not make any mistakes on that and take advantage of that second safety and find the end zone again.
The last scoring drive of the Bradshaw Bears here, making it 45-0. A 8-yard pass. Sanford gets his first throwing touchdown. He finds Taggett as his target. Ooh, that's a good one. And the extra point was good. 45-0 here at the Hyundai of Cottonwood halftime report. Driving a Hyundai will give you peace of mind. You can stop in and test drive one here today and see for yourself. I strongly suggest it. They're located on Rodeo Drive. That's right above Larry Green Chevrolet. You can check him out online at HyundaiofCottonwood.com. Serving all the Verde Valley and the Quad City areas. I've even heard that they will sell a vehicle to somebody from Phoenix. I swear, I've heard that before.
You've said that. That's enticing.
Yes, it is indeed. All right, we're going to take a break here in the Hyundai of Cottonwood halftime report. We'll get to individual stats coming up right after this.
For over 25 years, Best by Far has been your trusted name in heating and cooling across the Verde Valley. Whether your heat pump's acting up or your mini split's making you miserable, we've got the fix. We service all makes and models, air conditioners, furnaces, heat pumps, and more. Need a replacement? We offer a variety of solutions from efficient upgrades to simple fixes. Now offering plumbing services too. Call Best by Far at 928-282-2250 or visit besthvacbyfar.com. That's far with 2 R's.
For over 20 years, Roxu Screen Printers has been the Verde Valley's choice for custom business and sporting apparel. Bring your ideas and logos to Roxu Screen Printers and watch as your creations come to life. Choose from an extensive selection of items available for your company, team, or organization's logo. From t-shirts and hats, specialty items, and embroidered company attire, you can get started with a quote by calling 928-646-5734 or email Dawn at rockzoo.com. That's ROKZOO.com.
For over 6 decades, Salt River Materials Group Phoenix Cement has proudly supported youth sports here in the Verde Valley. From baseball and softball to football and basketball, they empower young athletes to reach their full potential. Salt River Materials Group employees are actively involved, giving back to the community through coaching, mentoring, and volunteer efforts. With a strong commitment to environmental stewardship, they're helping to build a brighter Verde Valley. Visit srmaterials.com. Salt River Materials Group Phoenix Cement, building a stronger Verde Valley today and tomorrow. tomorrow.
Since 1925, Tiffany Construction has worked with developers and local and federal government to build, expand, and improve infrastructure, roads, drainage systems, and subdivisions. From concept to completion, the Tiffany Construction team provides a full complement of construction services and state-of-the-art delivery methods customized to fit your needs and budget. They're Arizona's longest tenured family-owned and operated civil contractor and proudly serving the Verde Valley since 1991. Tiffany Construction, knowledge and experience to bring your project to reality.
Is your young athlete pushing their limits, jumping higher, running faster? At Desert View Chiropractic, we know the demands on growing bodies. That's why we specialize in helping youth athletes reach their full potential. Regular chiropractic care can help prevent injuries, improve flexibility, and even boost performance. From better balance on the field to quicker recovery after intense training. We help your athletes stay in the game they love, stronger and healthier. Don't let aches and pains sideline your child. Invest in their future, on and off the field. Visit Desert View Chiropractic today because every young athlete deserves to play at their best. Call us at 928-300-1553. That's 928-300-1553.
Sorry, a little confusion in the truck there. See if we can actually end up on screen here out there. Oh, there we go. There's the screen. It is halftime, and it is homecoming out here for the Bradshaw Bears on the campus here in Prescott Valley. Jackie Bessler, Nick Yatsenko along with you as we are in the Hyundai of Cottonwood halftime show out here today. Bayerana 1 for 5, 50 yards. That a long pass to Tim. Oh, that was a great throw downfield here to Tim. The only reception so far here for the Mingus Marauders is Mingus throwing the ball is 1 for 5, 50 yards. One interception out there as Jackson intercepted the ball playing center field against the Mingus Marauders. On the ground, Mingus has got negative 36 yards, negative 4 yards if you take away the sacks out here for the Mingus Marauders with 13 touches. We'll call those carries out here. Shane Chupp has had some trouble getting out of the end zone out here today as he has ended up with 9 carries but no yards, but at least not negative yards out here for Mingus. As we take a look at the home squad here, the Bears. Bears have played relentless defense. It has been blitz, blitz, blitz across the board. Michael Sanford here in the first half is, let's see, he is 6-7. He is 7 for 12 with 67 yards. He has 1 touchdown and 1 interception. Moreno caught him. Got him off guard in the end zone. That was a great defensive stand for the Mingus Marauders. Kylan Jackson has been tough to stop. He's got 3 rushing touchdowns here today, 15 carries and 122 yards. Jonte Jones has got some pretty good carries himself, 5 carries and 54 yards. On the ground as a team, 183 yards in the first half on 21 carries for the Bradshaw Bears.
Yeah, and offensively, it's just been all Bradshaw, like you called it, partner. They are putting up some impressive statistics, and this is a team that we talked about in the pregame show. They have played some playoff-worthy teams. They played good competition early on already. They've played Arcadia, who reached the Final Four last season for 4A. So they are very much fine-tuned early on this season already, and we're just starting region play tonight. We have a very strong region. We may not be in that top bracket in our region, right? We're trying to fight to get back up there. We have very tough teams that are coming up for both Bradshaw and Mingus. So this really is the start to region play, and it's a big indicator of how the region games may go.
Well, we're going to find out a lot as we enter Grand Canyon region play here. You've got Coconino going up against Mojave to start Grand Canyon region play. Prescott starts with Lee Williams, so you're going to see an awful lot. Bradshaw looks good. Looks good. 45-0 here at halftime here in the Hyundai of Halftime show. And, of course, Hyundai of Cottonwood is thinking of you every mile with America's best warranty. Now, remember, a better commute starts with a better car, and you can find one at Hyundai of Cottonwood. How about that peace of mind? You can stop by, test drive a vehicle here today, or, well, probably tomorrow. They're probably closed at this point. But if you're watching this on demand, they might be open when you're watching.
That's right.
So, yes, we will find out. You can check out all of them online anytime, even if it's early in the morning. And that is at HyundaiofCottonwood.com, HyundaiofCottonwood.com. We're going to take our final break here in the Hyundai of Cottonwood halftime report. When we come back, we'll talk about some halftime adjustments, get some scores around 4A, and more when we return after this.
For over 25 years, Best by Far has been your trusted name in heating and cooling across the Verde Valley. Whether your heat pump's acting up or your mini splits making you miserable, we've got the fix. We service all makes and models, air conditioners, furnaces, heat pumps, and more. Need a replacement? We offer a variety of solutions from efficient upgrades to simple fixes. Now offering plumbing services too. Call Best by Far at 928-282-2250 or visit besthvacbyfar.com. That's far with 2 R's.
When you're looking for a plumber, no matter the job, call The Best Plumbing. From energy-saving tankless water heaters to whatever remodel project you have in mind, from the simple to the exotic, The Best Plumbing prides themselves on quality workmanship and efficiency for a fair price. If you want plumbing done right the first time, call The Best Plumbing at 928-567-8755 or find them online at d-bestplumbing.com.
Friday Night Lights, Saturday Sidelines, and Sunday Best. At Manhattan and Cottonwood, we've got the hat for every fan, every player, and every occasion. Walk our shop and you'll find classic ball caps, sharp fedoras, cozy beanies, and bold cowboy hats, all under one roof. Proudly local, proudly hat obsessed, and always game ready. Swing by Manhattan in the Clemenceau Plaza, Cottonwood, today. Manhattan, we've got you covered. Go Marauders!
The Greater Verde Valley Chamber of Commerce is proud to support the businesses, families, and future of our community. From job fairs and ribbon cuttings to free community events and networking opportunities, they're helping local businesses grow and creating meaningful connections that last. Because when the community thrives, our kids do too. Join the movement today at verdevalleychamber.org. Greater Verde Valley Chamber of Commerce, helping businesses grow today to create a stronger tomorrow. Go Marauders!
Got the Bradshaw Bears band out on the field entertaining the crowd here as it is homecoming for the Bradshaw Bears. How much fun is that?
Yeah, this is an impressive band, Jackie. They have significantly more band members than we have on our roster. So that speaks volumes to this Bradshaw Mountain program. Well, that's really cool.
You also have to remember that Prescott Valley is now actually bigger in population than even Prescott. So this particular program is dangerously close to becoming 5A just on the basis of attendance.
It's beautiful to see this area expand like it
no
has.
doubt.
I mean, it really is. And it's very clear that the schools are getting better. Mm-hmm. I mean, Bradshaw and Prescott are at the top of the region.
Yep.
Some of these seasons, granted, Lee Williams snuck in there, and they won region last season, but like Bradshaw and Prescott battled for Grand Canyon region titles for a few seasons before that.
Coconino, no slouch whatsoever, and they have come back with a passion against the Grand Canyon region. And then you got Mojave coming back from 3A. Yep. And they have been revitalized. You know, they've had that special water or whatever it is that they have in Mojave, and they have definitely come back they dominated 3A to the point that they're like, I don't care how small you are, you're going back.
And they look good in 4A. They look good in 4A. So that is a program that the last time they were in 4A, the Marauders definitely had the advantage, and we had the better end of those games. But Mojave, like you said, coming back with a vengeance. And, yeah, this Grand Canyon region is tough, Jackie, and we are getting a dose of that tonight here at Bradshaw.
Well, we will have our sweet treat coming up at the end of the third quarter. And from Gale's Chocolate, we will be having a Vortex Crunch. A Vortex Crunch. Now, I don't know if I'll be able to continue the fourth quarter after, touching the Vortex or whatever. But, that's okay.
Haven't dabbled in a Vortex yet, but I'm excited.
So check this out. From truffles to playful design, shapes like dogs, cars, flowers, they make chocolate pizzas. How about that? You could probably make a pizza that looks like chocolate, right?
Probably could.
Yeah. I'm talking about Gale's Chocolate. They can even do golf clubs and vehicles, and their chocolates are absolutely unique and chocolates for the love of chocolate. Located on Main Street in Cottonwood, always available to order online at galeschocolates.com. That's Gayles, galeschocolates.com. Hyundai of Cottonwood, our halftime show here, and do we have any scores yet, or what has happened?
Boy, Jackie, not many scores, at least in region play from us. I saw Eastmark was up 38-0, but they were playing an unranked Puma team. Other than that, the scoreboard is not lively tonight. I will keep everyone updated. We are trying desperately to find some other scores around the region, as obviously it's very important region play starts tonight.
It does indeed, and that'll make a gigantic difference. Mojave right now sitting on top of the Grand Canyon region because of, I guess, who they've played. Bradshaw has 2 losses already. Prescott has a loss. Coconino has 2 losses. Flagstaff got their first win. And Flagstaff and Mingus will get to play on Game 9 this year, but we will be up at the NAU Walk-Up Skydome.
Yeah, and I absolutely love playing up at the Skydome, Jackie. And the last few games I've gotten a call up at the Skydome have literally come down to the last plays of the game. We've been on both sides of it. It's so exciting, and that's the kind of football I love calling.
Mingus Marauders returning to the field here. We'll see what kind of adjustments they have made. What kind of adjustments can Mingus make here for the second half?
Yeah, Jackie, I think offensively, this was one of the keys to the game. We've got to stop the rush attack from Bradshaw, right? You've got to stop Jackson. He is a tremendous athlete. He's making great plays for the Bears. The Bears have a stout offensive line that's putting in the work. And defensively for the Marauders, maybe trying stunting a little bit, right? I love when the Marauders' defensive line shifts right before the play goes. So that's very strategic. And as an offensive lineman, that throws you off, right? Because you have in your mind, as you're lining up on the line of scrimmage, you kind of know where you're going to go, which foot you're going to step with, where you're going to block. And all of a sudden, when the defense moves like that, it changes things. It changes who might have to block who. And so that's a good way to mix it up. We've seen the Marauders do that numerous times, maybe involve the linebackers in that kind of deception a little bit. So keys to the game, going to revert back to our pregame show. Got to stop the rush because it's very dangerous from Bradshaw.
Well, when you switch and you move on the defensive end like that, sometimes you're actually moving yourself out of the play too.
That's correct.
Yeah.
That's correct. It's a gamble. You never know if you're going towards where the play is going to go, or are you going away? And as an offensive lineman, that happened to me a few times. And just like you said, partner, when they shifted away from the play, that was exciting. Please go a little further.
Yeah, absolutely.
But no, it's deceptive.
I will get up and turn left.
Exactly.
Yes, yeah.
All I got to do is turn sideways.
Yes, this is beautiful. I like this.
It's deceptive nonetheless, and it's a good way to continuously mix it up out there, especially when going to bring up our depth chart, right, Jackie? A lot of guys going both ways. These guys are dogs, man. I call it every single time. They are dogs out there. They're turning around after playing offense and playing defense. So mixing it up and doing those spins and shifting before the offense gets their play off is a good way to counteract a good rushing game.
Wow. Micah Mountain, last year's 4A champion, having a little trouble coming out in the 2025 year here, huh? Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, that's a 5A school, Sunnyside, that they're down 14-0. So, yeah, Micah Mountain, the number 2, and this is the Max Preps rankings right now, so this is nothing in concrete. The AIA, the rankings that matter, will drop in the beginning of October, and that is where you get to see the true PowerPoints from the schedule come into play.
Well, the Mingus Marauders here will get the ball first in the second half. And I'll tell you what, we're going to take a final little break here in our Hyundai of Cottonwood halftime report. We'll take a 30-second break as we're getting ready for kickoff. We will return right after this.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Tandy, owners of Taylor Waste.
We are homegrown in the Verde Valley and nearly your last local choice.
We want to be your first choice for residential and small business garbage service.
Get a free month service when you make the switch to Taylor Waste.
And enjoy monthly service as low as $19 per month.
Visit TaylorWaste.com for more information.
Or to start service, call Taylor Waste at 649-2662.
Taylor Waste, service tailored to your needs.
Well, Snowflake is up big here at halftime. In fact, they come off a 16-13 win over these Bradshaw Bears, and they came out with a vengeance against Tucson somewhere.
Yeah,
yes.
They are playing Catalina Foothills, number 1 versus number 18, Snowflake being number 1. And yeah, Jackie, good call. Second quarter, maybe in the halftime now, Snowflake up 32-0.
Mingus Marauders are back. Let's see if they get a chance to actually return it. It is high. It is returnable. And here come the Mingus Marauders. Far side goes Moore. Moore cuts it inside and is able to get across the 20 out to about the 26. Mingus will start there.
Yeah, and here comes this Marauder offense. Absolutely ruthless. These guys, most of them turning around and playing defense as well, Jackie. And excited to see the adjustments the offense makes, and it's crucial to be able to put together a few first downs, right? Get some momentum. Get your offensive line some confidence here.
Mingus 1 first down in the first half. That a 50-yard pass play from Bejarano to Tim. See if Mingus can do more of that. Same setup, 2 receivers either side here for the Mingus Marauders. Out of shotgun is Bejarano. There's the snap, and they hand off. Trying the right-hand side is Chup. Chup might get 1 out of it. Gets pushed back, and that'll get the clock rolling.
Yeah, a couple of the Bears defensive line. I think I saw Galaz in there, and also Mendiblis, Xander Mendiblis, a sophomore for the Bears, number 56, making a good play.
2nd and 9. Mingus from their own 27-yard line. Bejarano's ready. There's the snap, and they will throw to the near side. It comes to Rice. Rice avoids a tackle and able to push forward, keeps the legs driving, gets to the 29. That'll be a gain of 3, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 6.
Yeah, and I like it, right? Good play call. That's Hunter doing a good job of just taking his step back, getting a good throw out to Dawson Rice, and Dawson does his job, which is make that first man miss. And then the next player that hits you, you got to just be ready to take the hit and get some positive yards, and he does just that.
3rd down now for the Mingus Marauders. From their own 29-yard line, trying to get that first down going. Jumps in the backfield. And, he's looking for somebody. Couldn't find anybody. He's going to throw that one out of bounds. Receiver in the vicinity. That was a broken play. I think he was trying to hand the ball off to somebody, and nobody was there. And then he had to just chuck the ball out of bounds, and that's going to unfortunately bring up 4th and 6 for the Mingus Marauders.
Yeah, and you can see on your VVTV screen Hunter Bejarano down there talking with Remington Stokes. They're just looking at their wristbands because, that was definitely a miscommunication, a little bit of a broken play, and fortunate for the Bears as they force a quick 3-and-out from the Marauders.
Mingus will punt again. We should be in continuous clock. 9:28 left to go here in quarter number 3. Just gets it off. And it comes to the near side. It bounces. It takes a Bears bounce and then back to the 45-yard line. So Bradshaw is going to have to start on their own side of the field. Jackson did not get a chance to return that one.
Yeah, and I know it's only barely on their side of the field, Jackie, but we'll take it. We will take it as the Marauders, if they want to put some points on the board and try to minimize Bradshaw's scoring ability here, they have got to start to win that field position battle.
We'll see if Action Jackson starts here in the backfield out here for the Bradshaw Bears. And it looks like Jones is going to come out. 3 receivers top side here for the Bradshaw Bears. They're leading 45-0. Continuous clock, under 9 minutes left to go, and the quarterback's going to keep it. Go up the middle, finds a lane. He's at the 40, the 30, he's at the 20, and Safford will get tackled right around the 12-yard line by Tim.
And what a play call by the Bears, Jackie. A little bit of deception. Marauders think it's going to be a handoff. You see the instant replay there on your screen, and what a job by Sanford. He does a great job of selling the handoff to the outside. I think that was Heath that kind of faked like he took the handoff, and what a great job by the Bears executing that one.
43 yards up the gut against the Mingus Marauders here. 1st and 10 from the Mingus Marauder 12. There's the snap, and they give it off to Jones. Jones gets eaten up. No gain. Good tackle out there by the Mingus Marauders. Moore in it as well. Moore's always in it.
Yeah, Big Patton getting up from the bottom of that pile. The young man is an absolute dog out there.
And we do have a player down on the field. We're going to take a break with the player. Clock stops with the injury at 7:51 left to go in third quarter. We'll be back after this.
Since 1925, Tiffany Construction has worked with developers and local and federal government to build, expand, and improve infrastructure, roads, drainage systems, and subdivisions. From concept to completion, the Tiffany Construction team provides a full complement of construction services and state-of-the-art delivery methods customized to fit your needs and budget. They're Arizona's longest tenured family-owned and operated civil contractor and proudly serving the Verde Valley since 1991. Tiffany Construction, knowledge and experience to bring your project to reality.
Jones gets up slowly, but he is going to walk off the field under his own power, which is a great sign out there. Coach Young, with a little bit of an arm around one of his running backs, is going to help him to the sideline. 2nd and 10 for the Bradshaw Bears from the Mingus Marauder 12-yard line.
Jonte Jones, just a junior for the Bears, Jackie. He's had an impressive night as well. Hopefully that young man shakes it right off.
See who comes in here. That might be back to Jackson, and it is. And they're going to hand it off to Jackson. Jackson bounces to the outside, avoids a tackle, over to the corner and into the end zone for the touchdown. He bounced back away from a would-be tackler and then outran Mingus's defense to the corner for the touchdown. His 4th of the night, 51-0.
Yeah, and that's just outstanding running back talent right there, Jackie. I mean, it really is. Jackson able to shed a tackle early on, right? I think that was Moore I saw maybe getting a hand around him, or Moreno, and then what a stiff arm. Able to put a big stiff arm out there and find Pater.
7:35 left to go here in quarter number 3. The extra point is good. We'll take a break. 52-0 the score. We'll be back after this.
The Greater Verde Valley Chamber of Commerce is proud to support the businesses, families, and future of our community. From job fairs and ribbon cuttings to free community events and networking opportunities, they're helping local businesses grow and creating meaningful connections that last. Because when the community thrives, our kids do too. Join the movement today at verdevalleychamber.org. Greater Verde Valley Chamber of Commerce, helping businesses grow today to create a stronger tomorrow. Go Marauders!
52-0. Mingus will get the ball back here. See if the special teams can get something sparked here for the Mingus Marauders. Womble's going to put a boot into it. It's a line drive, and it will make it into the end zone. He hit the referee with the white hat. Isn't that a penalty?
That is, listen, that's a flex. I mean, that is an absolute flex. And Titus Womble, put together a reel for yourself, young man. That is a heck of a leg you have. And boy, that is absolutely a weapon in high school football. It's so rare, Jackie, that high school offenses can move the ball 80 yards downfield to score from a touchback. And you know, these offenses rely on great returns. And when you can totally take that away, that is such a huge accolade to your special teams and that kickoff unit.
I want to thank Jones Ford for being our sponsor of our scoreboard out here. There's the snack. Bejarano's back. He's going to put the ball up, puts it up into the air, into double coverage. And we have a flag out there intended for, looked like Tim on the far side of the field. A flag comes out at about the 45-yard line, and we're going to see if that is going to go against the Bradshaw Bears out here.
Yeah, I thought it was a pretty good battle.
Looked like there was some hand checking out there. But they are going to move it forward and call it pass interference, a 15-yard penalty. And Mingus will get the benefit of it, and they'll get their first down of the second half here via the penalty flag.
Yeah, good break for the Marauders offense here. That gives you a little bit of breathing room, right? You're starting to inch your way towards that midfield here.
Mingus trying to get into Bradshaw territory here for the second time of the game. There's a handoff, and up the gut goes the Mingus Marauder runner. It looks like Chuck. He'll gain about 2.
Tackled by just a host of Bears out there, Jackie. See if I can get you
a full
number
den?
48.
A full den of Bears?
Sophomore Ty Young for the Bears.
What do you call a group of Bears? What is that? It's not a gaggle.
Yeah, they're in a den, right? That's where they hibernate.
Well, yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I feel like I relate to bears and the fact that I can hibernate.
You can also eat.
That's right. I check off the items to be a bear.
There we go. Yes. But
I'll always be a marauder.
Here come the Mingus Marauders. 2 receivers top side. Bejarano's back. Fakes the handoff. Throws to the far side. Catch is not made. He dropped it. And it would have been just short of the first down, but it would have been 3rd and manageable. Now it is 3rd and 8.
Yeah, and that's a really, really good effort by Houseman. I thought for a second that he came down with that, and that would have been a phenomenal catch. Tiptoeing on the sidelines there. But not the case, as that brings up a 3rd and long for the Marauders.
5.5 left to go here in quarter number 3. 3 receivers to the top side here for the Mingus Marauders. Bejarano puts a man in motion. That's going to be Tim. There's the snap. He's back. Here comes a blitz. Has a little bit of time. Does not have time. Now he's going to run and looks downfield. Puts it up and throws it downfield for Tim. Thought he was going to take off toward the end zone. He did not. Bejarano had a chance to probably pick that up with the legs. Chose to chuck the ball downfield instead. 4th and 8 now from the Mingus Marauder 37-yard line.
Yeah, and Bejarano does a really good job of getting out of the pocket, right? The Bears have a little bit of penetration from that defensive line. One of their linebackers coming from the other side, and Hunter does a good job of rolling out. And like you said, partner, maybe just slow it down a tiny bit. You might have been able to pick that one up your feet. Nonetheless, he tries to heave it downfield to get the Marauders a big gain. Just doesn't work out.
Ferrello. Snap over his head. He's got to pick it up. He runs to the near side. He is trying to get to the near side, and he'll get tackled at about the 28-yard line, and that will be another special teams oops here for the Mingus Marauders. And that's going to give phenomenal field position once again here to Bradshaw. I was wondering whether or not Mingus should go for it on 4th down. But as it works out, well, Bradshaw's glad. As it works out better for Bradshaw. They end up
hopefully
with
Leo's okay. He got up limping a little bit, Jackie, from that one, and kind of went
still
down awkwardly, right? That snap hit him up high, and he was able to get it. But as he was getting tackled, just gets tackled, low and going to the turf. Hopefully he's okay.
He's getting worked on here on the near side. Not good. Mingus low in numbers to start with here. All right, Mingus, a different setup here. And we are going to have a run to the right-hand side. I'm not exactly sure who ended up with that ball. Who ran that ball, dude?
Yeah, Landon Backus with a great tackle by the Marauders. And the Bears jerseys continue to make it a little tough, Jackie. I know that second number was a 4, and that's a different running back. 44.
44.
So that's going to be Isaac Ricketts, sophomore for the Bears.
Ricketts, got it. So he picks up 2 yards. There's the snap, and Ricketts will try the left-hand side. Streaks through, running through the Mingus Marauder defense. Starts to spin and pair away his way down to about the 3-yard line. Excellent gain as he picks up 14.
Yeah, and this is not the first time we've seen Ricketts on the Bradshaw Mountain roster, so it could be family relation. And
could be.
If so, makes sense because, boy, Ricketts has been pesky in the past. I mean, he was pesky a couple times tonight.
That's too many P's.
I think Bears can be pesky too.
All right, first and goal here from the 3-yard line. There's the snap. Quarterback hands it. Oh, and there is immediately hit by Sosa. Sosa comes through like an absolute missile, and that is going to be a loss for 3.
Yeah, Sosa loved the defensive plays tonight, young man. That's a great job of getting off the ball. I mean, defensive line, linebackers, you guys, we don't know that snap count, right? So that's just a phenomenal job of getting in the backfield.
Ricketts did not go down, but the play was blown dead here. There's the snap, and they're going to hand it off. Ricketts near side. Moreno gets a hold of him. Mingus will hold him up and then bring him down. That is going to be a gain of 1, so 3rd and goal from the 6.
It looks like Bo Wilson, number 42, sophomore out there for the Bears, lead blocking for his teammate Ricketts. And Bears have a couple of younger players in, getting some reps. And boy, Jackie, these guys are running the ball okay. Marauders doing a better job defensively, holding them to 3rd down here. Our heels almost at that goal line.
Clock ticking down, 1:35 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. There's the snap. They hand it off. Ricketts comes to the near side, following his blocks near the goal line, and they stop him short down to the 1. Now, do you go for the field goal? Do you go for it here on 4th and goal from the 1?
Well, Jackie, I'm more the conservative type. I'd be kicking a field goal, right? You have such a great kicker in Titus Womble. Why not get him more statistics? Add another field goal on. This young man's already kicked a few this season, and that's very, very impressive in high school.
Just 2 last game. Long of 33. They're going to set it up, and here we go. 4th and goal. Bradshaw going for it. They put a man in motion. There's the snap. They hand it off. And Mingus will just slice through and get the ball back on downs. I think that was Sosa once again coming through like a bullet.
Yeah, sure was. Sosa and Ethan Moore there to help out. And boy, that is a good job by the Marauders. Swarming. And they were in the backfield just about the same time as that handoff.
-7 yards on the carry out there. Mingus will get the ball back in its own territory, relatively deep. Bejarano comes running in. He's like, oh, gosh, I forgot it was our turn.
Guys, here's the play. Let's hurry up.
Yep, let's go. 19 seconds left to go in quarter number 3. We got our sweet treat just around the corner. How about this? There's the handoff. Oh, no handoff. Bejarano's going to get sacked. Again, we've got some problems communicating out there. Bejarano looked back like he was going to look for somebody to hand the ball to. And again, there was nobody there, dude.
Yeah, nobody there, and that is just the Bears defense able to back us up on the goal line. And you know that they want another safety. The Marauders don't.
All right, so we have our sweet treat here, a Vortex Crunch. This is made with homemade toffee mixed with Rice Krispies, dried cherries, almonds, and cashews, glacé orange peel, and a toasted coconut, all drizzled with a dark chocolate. Okay, show me. How is it? Oh, I hear it crunching. Oh, it is crunchy. Is it crunchy?
Oh, Gail, this makes my week. This is
Does it?
Quite a treat. That is sensational.
Oh, that's toffee.
I can taste the toffee.
Mm-hmm.
You can taste a little bit of dried cherry, just like faintly taste that. That is so good.
There's
Sweet,
the orange peel. There's the orange
sweet,
peel.
salty, crunchy. That is a delicious treat. I can't wait to get up to Cottonwood so I can visit Gail's.
And I can feel the toffee pulling at all of my fillings. It's so awesome, dude.
Thankfully, I'm not dealing with that yet. So this is delicious.
Arizona Smiles designers going, all right.
Yeah. Yeah, no, thank you, Gail. Delicious. And got to stop up there and see Gail in Cottonwood.
Here come the Mingus Marauders here. 4th quarter action, 52-0. Mingus working in the shadows of their own goalposts out there. There's a snap, handoff, Mingus trying to get out of the end zone. And they do get out of the end zone.
Who moved back just a few feet.
And we have an injury. And that might be Chupp down on the ground. It is. Shane Chupp is down on the ground. That's going to stop the clock. They're going to come take a look at him. He's trying to get up. And we will return to Bradshaw High School right after this.
Yavapai College offers affordable, career-focused, fully accredited, and 100% online bachelor's degrees in business, nursing, computer science, and a first-of-its-kind 3-year Bachelor of Applied Science in Business. Whether you're starting fresh, advancing your career, or exploring a new passion, Yavapai College provides personalized support and real-world opportunities to help you succeed without the burden of overwhelming debt or the need to leave home. Learn more and enroll today at yc.edu.
I want to thank Yavapai College for being a sponsor for Mingus Marauder football here for 2025. Shane Chupp standing up. That is a good thing, but he is not putting weight on that right leg. He is limping off the field. That is a bad sign for Mingus. You got Varela over here with a iced ankle. You got Chupp limping off the field. And that is bad news here for the Mingus Marauders. That will probably put Stokes in the backfield here for Mingus. Chupp barely got out of the end zone back to the 1 yard line. And it brings up 3rd and 18 from Mingus at the 1 yard line. They've already given up not one but 2 safeties so far here this game. Bejarano in the end zone.
Oh, it's going to be a false start, Jackie. Saw the flag come out. Was open. That was the Bears, but boy, the Marauders trying to get some yardage via flag and get off that goal line, but it's actually going to move them back a little bit.
So they'll be at the 1/2 yard line?
Yeah, even if you call it that, man, that ball looks like it is.
But here's the thing.
On the line.
You can do false starts continuously and never get a safety.
This is true.
Yes. There's the snap. Bejarano's back. He's in the end zone. He's looking to throw. He chucks it up and throws it up, and it will fall incomplete. Actually, it was Stokes out there, the intended receiver. That's going to bring up 4th down, though, and Mingus is going to have to punt. Who's going to punt, though? Chupp is the backup punter, and he's sitting down there next to Varela, and Varela's the punter.
It looks like Remington Stokes may go back to attempt this punt, and yeah, Jackie, he is going to have his heels on the back of the end zone, and that is a few times tonight. Boy, the Bears have been good at pinning us deep.
Well, that's only a 10-yard snap. And that's
with a few high steps we've had tonight, it's crucial that you take that into consideration.
Mingus gets themselves set up. There is the snap, and he's going to run out of the end zone. Here comes Stokes. He's got a 1st down and almost breaks it as he gets out to the 29-yard line. A fake punt out of the end zone. Are you kidding me?
Oh, man, you can see the instant replay there, and that'll put a smile on the Marauders fans for sure, Jackie, as Remington is surrounded by Bears, and he just tucks that ball and runs from the very back of the end zone and all the way out past the 25. What a great play there, and nice job Stokes getting the Marauders some more offensive life.
26 yards on the fake punt out there. The best run from scrimmage out here for the Mingus Marauders. Bejarano's back, sets up, looks to throw, has some pressure, throws it up, has a man out there. It is caught. That is either Moore or Tim out there. No, that is going to be Sosa, number 11 with the football.
Sosa, have yourself a game. Both sides of the ball. The young man is putting in work tonight.
23 yards on the reception out there, and Mingus at the 50-yard line trying to get into Bradshaw Bear territory here for the first time. Bejarano puts a man in motion. That's going to be Tim. Steps back, throws, has a man. Ooh, high. Oh, off the tip. A Bradshaw Bear had a shot at it. Tim off the fingertips. That'll be 2nd and 10 from the 50.
Yeah, and that's fortunate that the ball hit the turf on that one. Like you said, partner, that one, Tim almost coming up with the catch, just deflects it up high a little bit, and no harm, no foul as that one falls to the turf, and it's going to be an incomplete pass on the stat sheets. But you're right, that was at least one of the Bears there. I think that could have been Brody Bryant on the defensive side.
Two receivers either side. Houseman gets caught behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a catch, but it'll be a loss of 4 out there. Had to come back for it. Trying to get a screen going. Unfortunately, Mingus unable to block it. It's going to be 3rd and 14.
Yeah, we'll see what the Marauders are going to pull out of the playbook here, Jackie, as 3rd and 14 is not friendly offensively. That's a tough call. I mean, it's almost a definite pass situation. Maybe a little bit of deception as we send trips out to the far side.
7:15 left to go in the game. Bunch formation. They move a man around. That's going to be Brewer. Nick Brewer takes a inside position. Bejarano's back, throws the ball all the way across, and it is short. That's going to be 4th and 14. Might as well go for it at this point, don't you think?
Either that or to be honest, I'm a very conservative, football viewer and calling it up here in the box, Jackie. I'd almost like to punt it here to see if we can't win the field position battle. At least a little bit of this game. I mean, it would give you some confidence if you can back the Bears up a little bit, and we'll see what the Marauders opt to do here.
One man back here for Bradshaw. Stokes is back to punt the ball, and it gets almost partially blocked, and it goes out of bounds somewhere around the 32-yard line. I think somebody got a hand on that one.
Yeah, it most certainly looks like it, and I'm trying to get a number there. It looked like maybe Kyle Silva, sophomore for the Bears. If he wasn't the one with a hand on it, he was really close. The Bears do a good job almost getting to Remington on that one.
6:14 left to go. They do stop the clock while they change possessions here. We're in continuous clock, 4th quarter action. Bradshaw on homecoming, taking it to the Mingus Marauders 52-0. Bradshaw gets themselves set, 3 receivers set on the far side, 1 back in the backfield. Put a man in motion, and they will hand it off. Trying to get around the corner. Mingus has it pretty well defended, and that should be stopped for a loss, about 3 yards out there.
Good job. Looks like Houseman. Landon Backus also made his way over to that far side. Does a good job of containment.
Looked like Ty Young might have been the runner on that one. It was either that or Trey Rudolph.
Yeah, a lot of talent on this Bears team, and that includes talent deep in the depth chart here. Some of their sophomores, very, very good athletes.
Loss of 3 on the run. Now they break away on the far side and stepping out of bounds after a first down. A good run out there.
And Ricketts.
That's going to be Ricketts on the run. He'll pick up 13.
Man, and for being a sophomore, Isaac Ricketts starting to put up some numbers. Jackie, what a great running back he looks to be. And, boy, he is very young in his career.
4:50 left to go here in the game. Bradshaw comes out, bunch formation near side. Ricketts in the backfield with the quarterback. There's the snap, and he's back. He looks to throws, has a man. Oh, it's tipped. Could have been picked off. Moreno had an inside shot at that one and unable to pick it up. Great position out there. That'll go as a pass defense for sure.
It looked like Carson Gilpin, the intended receiver. Let me confirm that for us. That's either 16 or 15, and that's
first pass attempt here in the second half. 4 minutes left to go.
Correction, I think that was Quinn LaBelle, listed at 6'2", and that was a very tall receiver for the Bears.
3 receivers near side once again. Quarterback takes the snap, hands it off. Ricketts Tries the right-hand side, and around the corner he goes. He's got a blocker downfield, close to the end zone, inside the 10. A huge gain out there for Ricketts as he will pick up about 42 on the run.
Yeah, and just a good, strong run by the sophomore. You can see the speed and a nice job by Remington. We did not give up. All you young DBs out there, Remington was kind of on the other side of the field on that one, and you can't give up. You don't want to give up the touchdown, right? You can't give up more points. So that's the mindset you have to have, and that's a good job of being relentless. That's a nice job by Remington and an effort play to save a touchdown on a great Ricketts run.
That's a pride play. That is a pride play. You're down 52-0. And you still get back to make that tackle. That's absolutely fantastic. First and goal are the Bradshaw Bears. They take the snap, and they do hand it off. Ricketts tries the right-hand side. Another good, decent tackle out there for the Mingus Marauders. And he is going to get inside the 5, inside the 4, inside the 3, down to the 2.
Yeah, and I'm sure the Bears are saying deservedly so. Young man has put in some work the second half. We've seen Ricketts running the ball for the Bradshaw Mountain Bears. Jackie, they're going to take their sweet time as we are at 2 minutes and 25 seconds left, and that clock continues to roll.
75 yards on 9 carries is Ricketts. He's had a couple of breakaways. Mingus has gotten him in the backfield a couple of times. Two running backs in the backfield. Definitely a running set out here for the for the Bradshaw Bears, rather. There is the snap. They will hand it off and untouched into the end zone. Goes Ricketts. Ricketts will pick up the 2-yard touchdown, making it 58-0.
Yeah, and just good execution by the Bears, right? This Bears offense has been showcasing the talent that they have. This is a heck of a region that we're in, Jackie, this Grand Canyon region. And this kind of competition goes to show you how good Arcadia is, how good Snowflake is. Some of these 4A teams that have beaten Bradshaw, now granted it's barely, but what good competition.
And the extra point is up and good. That's going to make it 59-0 with 2:01 left to go. Mingus will get the ball back. One more offensive try here to find a way to get on the board in this one. We'll be back after this.
All Price Insurance on Main Street in Cottonwood is your local insurance provider for personal and commercial insurance. Call and compare over 150 different insurance companies for home, auto, commercial, RV, motorcycle, boat, or ATV. Specialty insurance and insurance bonds are no problem at All Price Insurance in Cottonwood.
Mingus will get one more kickoff return and one more attempt to try to do something offensively out here today. There's the kick, and it's going to go into the end zone. Mingus will have to do it from the 20. Mingus with 3 timeouts. 2:01 left to go in the game, but on a continuous clock here, sir.
Yeah, and we'll see what kind of urgency the Marauders come out with here, Jackie, as Bejarano leads his Marauders out there. This offensive line for the Marauders: Austin Lyons, Jordan Watson, Trenton Patton, Landon Backus, Will Lacker. These guys putting in work all night, man. And this is a tough team to put in work against. Tell you what.
I think Dawson Rice is probably in the backfield, and they will hand it off. Trying to go forward is going to be Rice. Rice will get back to the line of scrimmage. Nope, they're going to say he lost a yard.
Yeah, Marauders content. They're just kind of going to focus on the next play. We'll see Coach Midkiff, decides to mix it up a little bit here at the end, or do you try to establish your bread and butter, right? Which is, your offensive line getting off the ball, opening some gaps here with just only 1:30 and ticking.
Bejarano's got the play. 2 receivers either side, takes the snap, looks to throw the ball, has a man. Oh, good defensive play. That was a great throw out there intended for Tim, but an even better defensive play knocking the ball away.
Yeah, it most certainly was, Jackie. As That young man for the Bears is getting a lot of love from his defense, and that is indeed Brody Bryant, sophomore for the Bears. I'll tell you what, Jackie, this Bears team has quite a few sophomores that look very, very talented. That is very impressive by this school, as they are really showcasing how strong the 4A division is.
46 seconds left to go. Mingus probably has 2 plays left. There's the snap. They do hand it off. Rice is going to try the left-hand side. Finds a lane. He's got a first down. He's past the 40, 45, and close to the 50 out there. That is probably the best run here for the Mingus Marauders so far this game.
Yeah, and that's a great job, right? You want to end the play with maybe getting a score here, if that's even possible, as the ball is going to get lined up, and we're encroaching 15 seconds here, but that is good execution right there. Nice to see Dawson Rice find some open turf.
27 yards on the run, and that helps Mingus. Mingus only has 1 play left here. 6 seconds left to go. There's the snap. Bejarano's back. He is going to avoid the sack. Goes up to the left-hand side. Throws the ball. Hit as he throws. And, dropped out there by the Mingus Marauders. And getting his hands on it, but not able to contain it for the Mingus Marauders is going to be Nick Brewer. I think he was thinking they had a special play on. I think he was going to catch it, probably lateral back to somebody
Statue
else.
of Liberty. Yeah, I think that was indeed, partner. That's a good call, and it just didn't work out for the Marauders.
Did not go Mingus's way here tonight. Bradshaw on homecoming. Quite spectacular. 59-0 over the Mingus Marauders. We'll be back for the 360 Automotive post-game report coming up after this.
When you're looking for a plumber, no matter the job, call The Best Plumbing. From energy-saving tankless water heaters to whatever remodel project you have in mind, from the simple to the exotic, The Best Plumbing prides themselves on quality workmanship and efficiency for a fair price. If you want plumbing done right the first time, call The Best Plumbing at 928-567-8755 or find them online at d-bestplumbing.com.
Larry Green Chevrolet has been an important partner to this community for over 30 years. Whether it be offering outstanding service and deals to the Verde Valley or providing support to schools, charities, and community events, we have made it a part of our business. We love and support the growth and future of Cottonwood and our surrounding areas. That's why we refer to our dealership as the People Place. Larry Green Chevrolet is a proud sponsor of Yavapai County, and we are proud to support our Mingus High School football. Go Marauders!
Friday Night Lights, Saturday Sidelines, and Sunday Best. At Manhattan and Cottonwood, we've got the hat for every fan, every player, and every occasion. Walk our shop and you'll find classic ball caps, sharp fedoras, cozy beanies, and bold cowboy hats, all under one roof. Proudly local, proudly hat obsessed, and always game ready. Swing by Manhattan in the Clemenceau Plaza, Cottonwood, today. Manhattan, we've got you covered. Go Marauders!
Yavapai College offers affordable, career-focused, fully accredited, and 100% online bachelor's degrees in business, nursing, computer science, and a first-of-its-kind 3-year Bachelor of Applied Science in Business. Whether you're starting fresh, advancing your career, or exploring a new passion, Yavapai College provides personalized support and real-world opportunities to help you succeed without the burden of overwhelming debt or the need to leave home. Learn more and enroll today at yc.edu.
All Price Insurance on Main Street in Cottonwood is your local insurance provider for personal and commercial insurance. Call and compare over 150 different insurance companies for home, auto, commercial, RV, motorcycle, boat, or ATV. Specialty insurance and insurance bonds are no problem at All Price Insurance in Cottonwood.
Nothing out here. Your final score, the Bradshaw Mountain Bears taking care of business here on homecoming against the Mingus Marauders here. So we get into the 360 Automotive post-game show. Of course, 360 Automotive located on Main Street in Cottonwood. You can actually schedule your own appointment. You can do it at 360autoaz.com, 360autoaz.com. 360automotive.az.com. They're locally owned and operated, and you can trust 360 Automotive to keep your car on the road and out of the shop, because that is also very helpful. Well, the Mingus Marauders could not score out here today. It was all Bradshaw. Jackson had 4 scores here on the night. Taggart had 1 receiving touchdown. They had a phenomenal punt return by Vandell here today. Couple of safeties on top of it, and then Ricketts gets into the end zone. Jones got into the end zone. So 6 different rushing touchdowns here tonight. A special teams touchdown. The only thing that, well, actually, no, they did to get defensive scores with they had a special teams defensive safety with a punt that was fumbled into the end zone that they picked up and was able to do the safety on that one, and then a defensive safety on top of it.
Yeah, it was definitely a Bears complete package tonight, Jackie, as we saw the special teams for them light it up. That kicking team that they have is special. I mean, that is absolutely special. It's quite the weapon when you can kick touchbacks every time. We didn't get a chance to see the field goal unit tonight, but no, I mean, they were able to beat us in almost every category tonight, and that is a well-coached team. It's a well-seasoned, it's a battled team. We talked about it in the pregame. They've played some playoff teams already, and it's been good games that they've been in with those teams. So it really does go to show you how tough this 4A division is going to be, and nonetheless, how tough the Grand Canyon region is.
Well, the Grand Canyon region, we're going to learn an awful lot by the time we get to the end of tonight with, Coconino matching up with Mojave, and you've got Lee Williams hosting Prescott. We're gonna learn a lot about how the Grand Canyon is stacking up versus each other.
Yeah, and that's going to be super exciting because we are now in region play, right? So Bradshaw's got to win. If you want any chance at winning the region title, can't lose again.
Well, that's true.
You can't lose again, and you got to hope for a Bradshaw loss, right? And Bradshaw, they're looking to not lose in region. That's how you win these region championships, and we've seen the last few seasons come down to the last game of some of the schedules. Being Lee Williams winning it, Bradshaw or Prescott, and that's a rivalry game, and the winner of that one has won the region in the previous season. So it's just a great region. Several of our teams are going to be battling for playoff spots, which means we have good competition.
Well, Bradshaw and Prescott will end the season together. They will fight each other for a grudge match here for the Yavapai County Cup, if you will. And then Mingus will be hosting Lee Williams the final game of the season, and Coconino will match up with Flagstaff, whom they see as their rival. And that will be the last game of the season. Mojave will probably play somebody else. I think they'll be odd man out in that one. But, yeah, last game of the season will be interesting. Last game of the season for Mingus will be home. I'm not sure where that is, but Mingus will be home for the final game of the season. It will be senior night. It will be homecoming night. It will be, I think we're going to have, halftime will be scheduled for 2.5 hours or something like that. I don't know. We're going to take a break here in our 360 Automotive Postgame Report. We'll come back for some individual stats and more when we come back after this.
Whether you're doing new construction, a remodel, or just filling in the bare spots, there's only one place to go in the Verde Valley for the best in rock, sand, gravel, and boulders, Bedrock Landscape Materials and Supplies. They also stock flagstone, bagged Portland cement, Belgard pavers, Phoenix pavers, Acker stone, artificial turf, and now even rebar and culvert. Make them your one-stop shop, have it delivered, or stop by their yard on 89A in Cottonwood. Let Bedrock Landscape Materials and Supplies rock your world.
I'm here for service and ready for battle.
No need. We're your neighborhood go-to for easy, fast, and friendly car care. Tires, brakes, oil, and free services like flat repair, alignment check, and brake inspection.
So no upselling, overpricing, or fake repairs.
Nope.
And I get all that free stuff.
Yep. So you don't really need all this.
Big Brand Tire and Service. Big on fast, big on friendly.
For 4 generations, the Gettles name has been synonymous with heating and cooling ingenuity. Since 1987, Gettles High Desert Mechanical has established itself as the premier HVAC company in northern and central Arizona, having not only survived recent economic setbacks, but thrived and grown during those times. From sheet metal fabrication to equipment installation, and now comprehensive plumbing and drain services. From clogs to comfort, Gettles has you covered. Don't settle, get Gettles, and go Marauders.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Tandy, owners of Taylor Waste.
We are homegrown in the Verde Valley and nearly your last local choice.
We want to be your first choice for residential and small business garbage service.
Get a free month service when you make the switch to Taylor Waste.
And enjoy monthly service as low as $19 per month.
Visit TaylorWaste.com for more information.
Or to start service, call Taylor Waste at 649-2662.
Taylor Waste, service tailored to your needs.
Back here at the post-game show, our 360 Automotive post-game show. I want to thank them for sponsoring here, locally owned and operated. Hey, whether it's a scheduled service or those unexpected pains in the muffler. I didn't write that, by the way. They fix it affordably, reliably, and as quickly as possible. And you can schedule here today at 360autoaz.com, 360 AutoAZ.com, located on Main Street here in Cottonwood. Taking a look here for the Mingus Marauders. Well, Bejarano, 4 of 13 out here, throwing the ball, 72 yards, 1 interception thrown. And here tonight, he ended up, the biggest throw of the entire game was that 50-yard throw to Tim that put the Mingus Marauders into Bears territory, the only time they got into Bears territory here tonight. Running the ball, the Mingus Marauders had 19 yards on 19 carries. Well, they had negative yards to end the first half, so they did better here in the second half. Bejarano sacked 3 times here for negative 22 yards. Shane Chupp, and we got to talk about that young man, 11 carries, 3 yards here in the game. 26 yards for Remington Stokes on a fake punt. And that was the biggest run second biggest run for the Mingus Marauders. Dawson Rice had 4 carries for 22 yards, one of them being 27 yards here for the Mingus Marauders. So Mingus didn't quite get to 100 yards here in the game. So a great defensive performance out here for the Bradshaw Bears here on their homecoming. Quarterback Stanford had 6 for 13, 67 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. However, 312 yards on the ground here for the Bradshaw Bears on 37 carries. Led by Kylan Jackson here, 16 carries, 134 yards. He came into today with 4 rushing touchdowns. He left with 8 rushing touchdowns. He had 4 rushing touchdowns here in this game. Sanford ended the game with 47 yards on 3 carries. He was sacked once. In fact, Backus got him once here in the game. Jonte Jones ended up with 6 carries and 54 yards. He left the game banged up here today as well. Isaac Ricketts added another 10 carries, 77 yards, and a 2-yard touchdown here in the game. On the receiving side here, the leading receiver for the Bradshaw Bears is going to be Dabney, as he ends up with 5 catches for 47 yards here in this game. But a couple of real key injuries. We had 2 Mingus Marauders on the trainer's bench here at the end of the game. That was not a good sign.
Yeah, Chop and Varela and some crucial players for us. So hopefully those young men are okay, able to stretch it out, get back to practice this week, and obviously we'll get updates through the week, because they're very crucial players to us. They have made a big impact so far, and like you called it, Chup, so many carries tonight, not many yards, and those are such hard runs, Jackie. I mean, you're doing so much work, right? You're getting the handoff in the backfield, and you're able to get up to the line of scrimmage, which is a few yards. But each time Chup was doing that, he's dragging somebody with him, and he's getting hit at that initial point of contact in the backfield. So those are very, very tough carries on that young man, and hopefully we see him rebound back.
I don't think it really matters how hard you get hit. I think it hurts more when it's in the backfield.
Yeah, it does. It does, and sometimes you can get out of it. that gives you that burst of speed that you need.
Sure.
Sometimes you'll get some confidence and, I was able to slip that one, and there you go. You can break it to the outside. But, no, the Bears did a good job of swarming tonight, Jackie, and at that point of contact, there was a few of them there.
Well, certainly so. Prescott coming up. Mingus, their final of 4 road games here in a row. Coming up, the Badgers will be on the road for, next Saturday or next Friday night against Prescott. And so what's your thought with that one?
It's going to be another dogfight. I mean, really, that's going to be a test of stamina for the Marauders. In our small depth chart as is, that's going to be tough. Coach Collette has the Badgers called it a couple times the pesky Badgers, man, and they're good. We were able to talk to Showalter, broadcaster for the Bears pregame tonight, and he was just talking about how big that Prescott offensive line is. He was able to watch tape and see them in person a couple times at the camps here in Bradshaw, and they're big. They have at least, I think he said, 3 or 4 guys who look like they could go on to the next level and play football. And Coach Collette has built his program around that. And that's dangerous, man. That's going to give the Prescott offense a lot of confidence and drive. And those guys, I'm sure, have put the statistics up, over these last weeks. We'll go over that in the pregame next week. But, yeah, it's going to be an absolute dogfight, as that's going to be our second game in region. If you want any kind of chance at a region title, can't lose again in the region.
Oh, that's true. One thing you cannot train is size.
That's right. You can try to counter it with speed.
Yep.
Right? And the Marauders have always done a good job of that. And it's just up to the deception, right? A couple times tonight we saw that defensive line. I don't know if you caught on to those guys shifting right before the play. Love that. I love that kind of style. And Marauders are going to have to continue to mix it up and do stuff like that to be able to stop this big Prescott Badgers offense that we're going to see next week.
Well, Mingus Marauders fall here tonight 59-0 here. Homecoming for the Bradshaw Bears. What other scores do we have out there?
Yeah, going around the 4A division, the number 2 team, Micah Mountain, the state champs last year, they are playing a 5A school in Sunnyside. We gave you that update earlier where Sunnyside was winning 14-0. Micah Mountain has made a game of it. It is 14-10 right now. So they are taking care of business. Peoria 14, Cactus 35. Cactus is a division above Peoria. So Peoria, for all intents and purposes, hanging in there. I've played that Cactus team. That is a tough team to play against. Buckeye, number 20, at least in the Max Preps view, up 19-14 against Westview. And we got Snowflake, Catalina Hills, same score there, 32-0. So that one's kind of frozen, it looks like, at halftime. So you'd think Snowflake is continuing to take care of business there.
Well, or it could be homecoming there with an extended halftime.
That's true. And Northwest Christian is down to Gila Ridge 31-24 right now. So that's a close game. That is in the fourth quarter. And then Grand Canyon region action, Jackie. This is the game that all the eyes are on right now, at least in our stands, in the Bradshaw stands, and that's Mojave and Coconino. Mojave coming back into 4A, and they have been a powerhouse in 3A and in the beginning of the season. Coconino 28, Mojave 14. So that game, it's a game, and Coconino has them by a couple possessions. And this update is from the third quarter.
So yes, that one is absolutely huge. Coco is pesky. They have lost 2 games here so far to start the season. They lost 1 game by 4 points and 1 game by 5 points. Yep. I mean, they've been within a score, and then they came back and annihilated an opponent, and I can't remember who it was. Now starting with Mojave, that is a huge statement for Coconino here, and that will be our first home game in October. If anybody knows the calendar, that's like the month after September, and that's when we get to actually go home and play a game.
Wake me up when September ends.
And yes, no
We're
doubt.
getting close.
We are indeed. Well, this has been our 360 Automotive postgame report. Our final score here tonight, 59-0, as the Bradshaw Bears take it to the Mingus Marauders. I want to thank our producer, Sam Jockum, out here tonight. I want to thank Becca Bonner with our camera position sideline out here. Steve Endicott, Kernan Hale as well. For myself, Jackie Bessler, Mr. Nick Yatsenko, we will say goodnight to you here. We'll talk to you again from Prescott High School next Friday night.
This has been a presentation of Mingus Marauder Football by Verde Valley Television. Any reproduction of this broadcast without the express written permission of Studio G Multimedia and the AIA is strictly prohibited. Tonight's presentation of 2025 Mingus Marauder Football is presented by Jones Ford Verde Valley. On Highway 260, visit Jones Ford, Arizona's best. Bedrock Landscaping, Materials and Supplies. Have it delivered or stop by their yard on Highway 89A in Cottonwood. Larry Green Chevrolet in Cottonwood. Find them online at LarryGreenChevrolet.com and find out how easy it is to buy a new car at Larry Green Chevrolet, the people place. Mingus Marauder Football is brought to you in part by Gettles High Desert Mechanical. For all of your HVAC needs, don't settle, get Gettles. Salt River Materials Group, a premier employer and community supporter in the Verde Valley. Taylor Waste, clean, secure, and locally owned garbage and recycling services in the Verde Valley and in the Quad Cities. Mingus Marauder Football is brought to you by the Greater Verde Valley Chamber of Commerce, helping businesses grow today and create a stronger tomorrow. All Price Insurance, your local provider for personal and commercial insurance. Find them at 116 North Main Street in Cottonwood. Best by Far, heating and cooling. When you need the best, they're the best by far. Rock Zoo Screen Printing, business and sporting apparel and more. Visit them online at rockzoo.com. That's ROKZOO.com. Mingus Marauder Football is also brought to you by Tiffany Construction, building Arizona since 1925. Desert View Chiropractic. Send your athlete ready to grow and play with help from Desert View Chiropractic. Manhattan. They've got you covered with sports caps, sun hats, cowboy hats, and more. At Manhattan, they've got you covered. Mingus Marauder Football is also brought to you by D-Best Plumbing. Get it done right the first time. Call D-Best Plumbing. Yavapai College, supporting local athletes and scholars. Visit yc.edu and get started building your career today. Big Brand Tires on Highway 89A in Cottonwood and online at bigbrandtire.com. Thanks for tuning in. Visit us online, Facebook, or at verdevalleytv.com for more great local programming.